People, people. Welcome. welcome. This is an emergency call-in show, the therapy session. We don't hear. We here to listen. I don't even know what to say anymore because I told you guys what was gonna happen if this guy is not, let go. So right now, I'm out here about to listen. I want the owners to tell me why they decided to keep this man working. That's all I want to know. I need somebody to come up here and explain to me what just happened. Don't even tell me what just happened. We know what just happened. But why the owners are still keeping this guy? And everybody who's here knows me how I like Edwards. Consider him the brain, right? I need him to explain to me after this so-called this morning meeting, they decided it was a great idea to let the man stay. After watching the debacle what happened yesterday. Big up to Gary. Gary, thank you so much for being in the building. People, the link is in the chat. It's pinned at the top of the chat. Come on in. Let's have a chat. This is a therapy session. I know yesterday everybody was angry. Everybody has vent out their frustration. But I see there's something in therapy that, it's a bell. I forgot the name of the bell, but you go up and you crash. So right now, I saw a lot of people go up. But I see after you go up, you have to come down. There's something called gravity. It's going to bring you down. But when you go down, there's a baseline. And usually when people crash and they pass that baseline, that's where depression kicks in. So this is a therapy session to help people to come back so they could be level-headed and stay on top of the baseline rather than below the baseline. You don't want to be too high and you don't want to be below the baseline. This is, I don't usually do a Thursday one. I was thinking of doing tomorrow, but I understand where everybody is. So people, come on in. Big up to yourself, man. Brother, I'm trying. This is why I'm here to listen, because you guys have heard me spill a whole lot of nonsense. Today, I need somebody to come in here and explain to me not just what happened yesterday. I need somebody to explain to me why the board, Edwards, Hughes, whoever is part of it, decided that after the emergency meeting they so-called had this morning in British Meridian time, that it was a great idea that we should keep the cost. Now, two things could be the reason why. They haven't found a replacement yet, or they haven't found a caretaker yet. It's kind of the same thing, but it's not. Because one, you need a replacement that you're probably going to say, we're going to give you a 2-year contract and see what happens, right? So from here to the summer and then next year. Or they're looking at it like, the person they want, it's not going to be out today. So it's going to be out right now. So let's find somebody to take care of it. They haven't figured the person out. Big up yourself, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you loud and clear, my brother. Good awesome. To see you.
Hey, been watching your show since the beginning, so it's nice to see that you're on right now on this Thanksgiving morning.
Thank you, sir. I hope you eat the turkey. Don't let what happened yesterday mess up your turkey today.
I won't. Listen.
Now, yes, sir.
This is uncanny what's going on. Mm-hmm. It almost doesn't make sense. It almost seems fake.
Mm.
With us losing, it's not just that we're losing all these games.
Yeah.
It's it's how we're losing all these games. It's like we're getting smashed every game. 3 games, it just doesn't make sense. Like even the worst of Liverpool. I've been a Liverpool supporter since 2012, 2013. So Daniel Sturridge was like my favorite player at the time when I was younger.
Right.
Like even those days when we were a mid-table club, we weren't getting smashed like that. Like at least like the fact that we're not even getting draws, it's just it's very, very confusing. What do you think is really going on?
I think the players have given up.
Yeah.
I think even the players that respect him said this guy's not the guy. That first penalty by Virgil, the captain that they gave a match before, we were told he was screaming so loud in the dressing room that you could hear it through the tunnel. Are you telling me, Virgil, that all the matches, all the games you played in the corner kick, somebody has never pushed you from behind? Somebody has never... a corner kick or a set piece always a mosh pit. So you're telling me that your best reaction is to throw your hand up and act like the cameras are not going to see it? I mean, it was so bizarre. Even the commentator was like, what the hell is he doing?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
So
you
for
think
me,
he's sabotaging? He's sabotaging. Like they just want the manager out. They're done,
brother. Conspiracy theory. But I went back and watched the goals. That thing that everybody's blaming Konate with, they could have recovered. The shot went between Virgil's legs. They could have recovered. He made a mistake. The defense came back and recovered, but yet the man was able to have a shot off plus a rebound. Am I wrong, people? I might have my goals mixed up because there were so many goals that I'm looking at it. I'm like, you guys are not playing. So right now, I think they've given up. They've given up and they're just going through the motions and say, you know what? But I see this is the part where forget the players, forget the manager. Let's talk about the board.
Yeah.
Has anybody sat all the players down and say, hey, what's going on? Before you had your meeting, have you guys sat down with the players to talk to and see if they still have faith in the manager? Brother,
I don't think so.
Thank you. Go ahead. You talk because I
don't think so because this is the good and the bad about our ownership. So I'm not a FSG out guy. And I'm a Liverpool fan because I'm from Boston. So they own my local baseball team. And the problem that's kind of with this ownership is that they're smart and they do a good job, running things, but they separate themselves twice removed, almost like at a business corporate level. Yeah, that it's not like Nottingham Forest owner who will come down to the dressing room and gave a high five to the players or curse them out. So you're not going to have anybody on our ownership group and our board come down and have that kind of relationship with the players. They're very, very twice removed, 3 times removed from what's going on. And I think they probably don't have they probably even have a rapport with the players to have that kind of conversation. If they went down and talked to the captain, Virgil, that he'd be like, also you showing up now, Yeah. I'm also kind of, so I also think that I know that we could fire the manager and he needs to go. I think he's over his head. It's almost like he's not qualified to deal with this kind of situation.
Right.
But also it's like, man, there's not really a lot of good options out there that are available, but also you can't just keep the club. The club will fire. They've done it before with this ownership. They'll do it. Yeah. But it's when they feel like
3 people already. They fired 3 managers. People keep telling me, "Oh, this is not the Liverpool way." They fired 3 managers.
They fired managers.
What does that even mean? Not Liverpool way, man. If a guy's not doing a good job, you fire him. That's it. There's no Liverpool way or not Liverpool way. It's kind of simple, bro.
100%. I think that when it starts hurting their pockets, when Champions League football seems like it's not gonna be an option anymore. Because right now the league table, although Arsenal are a lot of points ahead of us, it is tight enough where that we could still sneak in top 5, top 4. But I think once it starts becoming, come January, when we have less games coming up and it starts looking tight, they're gonna probably wish that they fired the manager earlier, because if we don't get UCL football, it's gonna hurt them.
Aziz,
Big
my
up,
brother. First of all, big up to Playbook for being in the building. Appreciate all the support you've been giving us. So, Aziz, listen to my brother Playbook. Watching what you just saw, the debacle you just saw yesterday, and everybody said there was a big board meeting, and the board comes out and say, we're going to support this brother.
I think
let it make sense, because this is not even a crash out or rage bait or whatever. This is a therapy session. Like I said, in psychology, I forgot the name of the bell. Those who knows about it. They said, when you crash out, you go up and you try to catch the person. When the person already up, you have to catch them when they're coming down. Right now, I'm trying to catch the people who are about to crash, who have crashed and they're under the basement. And right now, it's called depression settings. Right, we're trying to save people from depression, because, and Playbook is making a lot of sense on the FSG side, where it's like, as long as you're doing a good job, they sit back and just watch you. They're not gonna do any micromanagement, right?
They're that's the word. They're not hands-on. They're not hands-on ownership.
Right now with Arsenal, the Cronkies are watching all the games. They're in the games. They're in the stands. Are they at least one or two members of them? They're in there and they're watching the games.
Yeah,
they're taking notes. They're monitoring and stuff like that. And
I
also
believe
the sporting director is there too. Yeah.
What's the name? Lives in London. Josh.
Yeah, the son. The son's there. He's very much involved. He shows his face.
The sporting director is in every game. The sporting director is in every game.
Yeah.
And he only got there for like 2 months. This is also like, the thing is, like, if we want to be honest a little bit, and this is a therapy session, we kind of had this coming, to be honest with you, because we have neglected the squad for quite some time. If we're being all the way 100, like just imagine this, right? Like, let's say, for instance, you want to work out, right? And you have been working out for 3 years, right? And you can't just go to the gym for 2 months and expect immediate results. That's not how it works, bro. You gotta build this thing out over time, bro. Like right now, when I'm looking at the squad, I think we spoke about it a couple of times, right? We said we needed a DM. A DM was needed for like 4 years ago. Ever since Fabinho lost his leg. How long ago Fabinho was, bro? How long Fabinho? Fabinho 6 years ago, bro.
Yeah.
We signed Fabinho 6 years ago. That was the last time we actually went into the market and purchased a DM. Like a proper DM, not Endo. Like actually go into the market, analyze a player, and buy him as a DM. Center back. We needed center back like 4 years ago? The center back people are talking about. And then and even the right back, right? We were only using Trent for majority of Klopp's tenure. We never really had a backup for Trent. If you really come to think about it.
That's true.
Trent was mainly Milner, or we just something like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like Trent never actually had a legitimate backup. And then when Trent gone, we didn't even we just bought the cheapest option. Frimpong, he was like a sell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, like, went to a grocery store
looking
getting a sell.
back at it,
Yeah, he's a top player. Don't worry. Don't get me wrong. I rate Frimpong. If we put some work on him to right back, he might actually do the job. But the problem is he's never fit. That's the main issue. You know what I'm saying? And Bradley's also injury prone too. So we should have put that in mind when we went about the play. But the thing is, we did everything in the last minute. We didn't take our time with these things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's part of the. Come on, Carl, what are you doing, man?
I think what you're saying is wrong, my guy. I think what you're saying is wrong. I don't think we don't panic buy. I don't think that's our model. I don't.
It wasn't like a panic buy, but like we just kind of bought everything at once. You know what I'm saying? Like we needed.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. The team needed. We knew we were gonna get rid of Nunez. We knew we were gonna get rid of probably gonna sell a Diaz. There was a lot of stuff we knew we were gonna do. We knew the trader is gonna leave.
Carl, if you heard me from the beginning, I was talking about like the DM, the center backs, the full backs. I was talking about those positions because that's where we're struggling at the most. I have no problem with our forward line. I have no problem, by the way.
I generally don't think that is this dude's fault. It's Van Dijk and Konate's fault. I genuinely think this is the coach. This is the coach. I don't think that you guys fall off the cliff.
I'm not gonna be long, but let's go. Let's go.
Big up, Fozzie. Big up.
These guys don't.
Big up,
just fall off the cliff. Big up to you, Fozzie, man. Big up to you, man. They don't just fall off the cliff, man. Like it's the managers. I don't know. Look, it's above my pay grade right now. Like I
we're trying to explain it to you, but you don't want to hear us, bro.
You got no words. You got no words now, yeah, Cal. Oh,
but Carl, I'm trying to explain it to you. You know what I'm saying?
He just needs to get fired.
I agree.
No, he does need to get fired, of course. Yeah, but like,
I think there's two things going on. I think like there's a difference between playing, because it's about playing your best cards. The way I look at management in football is like you look at the players that you have and you look at their best attributes and their worst attributes and you come up with what plays to their best strengths, hides their negativities, and that's where you get winning football. And it seems like the manager is just, he's just stuck on playing the way he wants to play and not playing to what the best that we have. Like, if you look at the style of football we play.
You know what's happening? Do you know what's happening, bro? Like, you just talked about something I mentioned earlier. Actually, I mentioned it last night.
Yeah.
You know why he's playing these players continuously, guys? Imagine, put yourself in this situation, yeah? Imagine he plays Chiesa. Imagine he plays Endo. Imagine he plays Gomez. Imagine all these players play and they start winning. What do you think the backlash will be? They will go towards them, innit? They say, why didn't you start these players before that could have got you out of this, losing situation you're in? So these Dutch people, from what I know, they're very proud. They're very stubborn. You know what I mean? They want to stick with their principles.
It's not stubborn. Because they work hard. They work hard. They believe in your.
He says it in his press conference. Let me finish. He says it in his press conference.
I'll let you finish.
He's got a press. He says in his press conference story. He says there's a principle, and he doesn't like to go against it. That's why he hasn't started these players, because he's got this way of thinking. If I start these players, everyone's gonna go against me. They're gonna say to me, "Why did you do this in the first place? Probably you wouldn't be in this situation if you started these players." You know what I mean? So this is what he's doing. He's a very arrogant manager, man. Because how can you go into game in and game out, play the same formation, the same players, and expect
the same team
result when you're losing every game that you're playing?
Yeah, but there's not much change to make. There's not much change for us to make. When we're looking at
playing midfielders at right back, bro. When you got right back on the bench.
Carl, stop making excuses.
I'm not making excuses for
stop
him.
Making excuses.
I'm saying is that the amount of change that we're expecting, because these players have been losers for a while, it's not there on the bench as you think.
In normal circumstances, when things are going wrong, bro, you go back to Avengers assemble. You go back in it. You go back 5 yards. You put defenders on that's gonna defend. That's not gonna get beaten.
You structure your defense.
Yeah. If you look at the goal Konate made the mistake on. Did you guys? I did a obviously preview.
Oh my god, bro! If we were in my country and Konate did that, we would have made fun of him.
Did you see Curtis Jones, guys, where he was when that goal went in? First of all, Konate made a rash error, right? The ball went behind him, innit? If Curtis Jones was still running back, he would have got the ball when the rebound happened. What did Curtis Jones do? He walked back and he stopped. And then the ball hit the post, came back, and the guy slotted it in. If the right back was in the right situation, he would have cleared that ball. This is what we're facing, guys. There's no work ethic in this team.
They don't care. Thank you.
No matter what, we could sit here tomorrow. We could sit here after the West Ham game. It's gonna be the same outcome. I even gave them Kwasi yesterday. I even gave Liverpool to win this game yesterday. I said it's a Champions League game. They're gonna, the Champions League teams play the way they want to play, and then we're gonna beat them anyway because it's PSV. It's PSV. It's not PSG. You know what I mean? They ended up being PSG. You know what I mean? What the hell is going on with our football club, guys?
They had a 40-year-old guy beat us.
So what's the solution? What's the actual solution? Not just
not us. We're not gonna find it.
Get rid of him. Get rid of the leadership in this team. Start again. Just go. Go with the youngsters now. Forget about it. We've got nothing to lose.
At this point, they've given up, right?
What youngsters? What youngsters?
Make
Who has the cojones to do
all this rubbish, man.
Bring in Rio, man.
Van Dijk, listen. I've already given up on Arne Slot. I've given up on him before. You could ask Quasi. I'm not that type of fan. I normally back people, but this time I've given up on him 2 weeks ago. I said enough now. But you know when you see your team like not even trying for you, when Van Dijk is putting his hand up and Gakpo misplacing a pass and not even sprinting back to win that back, it shows even the players are not even trying for him. Just give up, guys. Guys, we're 12th. We're below Man United, Everton. Next week, so this weekend, if we lose this game, we're gonna go even below that. So we're gonna be in a relegation battle. When you're in a relegation battle, do you know how hard it is to get out of that? Right. The worst part of this season is those 3 teams that got promoted are better than the 3 teams that go down. Normally, the 3 teams that come up, they go down all together. Now you see Sunderland at the top. You see Leeds doing all right, beating teams. You see Burnley, making it difficult for teams. It ain't gonna be that easy, guys. We're not gonna have a Man United moment. We need to wake up right now. Get rid of these people, man. Get rid of this rubbish players on the pitch and get rid of this coach.
Who's gonna come in and wake up these players? Can you give me some names of guys you think have the aura, for lack of a better term, that can come into the locker room?
I don't know about aura, bro. We need like
and not Klopp. You can't say Klopp. You can't say Klopp.
Why not?
He says he wants to come back. He says he wants to come back. So get him back.
Yeah, why not, bro?
You never go back to your ex.
Sometimes it works out. You know what I'm saying?
I said it to Carl.
You never go back to your ex.
I know what you mean.
It's like taking a shower. That's like taking a shower and putting on dirty clothes.
At this point, we need dirty clothes. We have no clothes now. We need.
I know.
You know what it is, guys? Like when you look at Klopp, the modern day football. What you need to look at is a psychological factor. It's no longer players that's hard. You remember like Graham Souness, Roy Keane, Steve. It's nothing like that. These players need mental psychology, and this is what Klopp brings, and that's why you need Klopp back. That's how I see it.
Big up, Paul. Thank you for coming through, man.
Man, I don't know. I just don't know if that will. Let's just pretend Klopp isn't available. Who else you think can come in and wake these players up, wake them up, get them like, hey, we gotta fight. We gotta fight.
I'll get someone like Xavi.
That's what I thought too. Yeah. Xavi, maybe Fabregas too.
Because he has a presence and he can command respect from these high-level players. They grew up watching Xavi. They know that, and he's won.
We're gonna be in the same trouble. We're gonna be in the same trouble.
So he'll get the respect.
What about the man?
Okay, one question, Carl. You seem to are stuck in what? You're stuck in a defeatist. No, wait. You haven't even heard the question.
To hire the right guy.
Wait. What is the solution for you?
The solution for me is that it's to let them be in the job for now until January and then find someone. We're not gonna find anybody.
No,
we're not gonna find anybody that's good enough.
I'm done.
Did I tell you this guy is a Manchester United fan? Did I tell you guys this guy is a Manchester United fan?
I don't know what you're watching.
They keep firing manager because they
keep firing manager. We don't do that. We just replace someone.
One at a time.
Allow me to speak for a second. Allow me.
Finish it. I want you to finish it, and then everybody will attack your point. One at a time.
Carry on, Paul.
Over the edge with this, he deserves to be fired right now. I just don't think that there is a manager who has the capacity, whether technical or tactical, to come and help us right away.
Hey, Christian, there's noise in your background.
They are taken. So that's why, to me, is that we need to make sure that we are actually making a search. And I don't want us to be making a decision on a position of weakness. Anytime you're weak, you make bad decision and you start making irrational decision, and they don't help you. They don't help you, and they don't move you. In order for us to move on, we need to make sure that we hire the right guy. We need to hire the right guy. And Xavi is a great coach, but he's not the coach for us. Why? He plays the same type of football that we're having issue right now. he plays the same type of football we have in
He's
issue.
he's a lot more flexible than Slot.
No, not at all.
In summer,
He's a
not
lot more.
in
He's a
January.
lot more
All right.
flexible than Slot.
So one at a time. Let's start with playbook.
Yeah.
Dismantle what Carl was saying.
Yeah, it's called paralysis by analysis. Since this is a therapy session, that's paralysis by analysis.
Yo, this is football, man.
If we just sit around at this point, if we just sit around, the idea of sitting around and trying to figure our way and think our way out of this is just. You think they've been trying to do that since September? They have. We need change. Even if the change isn't what we need, isn't going to really make us get back to the top level. We need change to shake things up, to wake the players up, and to at least win or draw. Forget winning games, draw games, get a point. That's actually where I think we need to start. And they need to stay. Whoever it is, we got to bring someone in. Intern probably the best way to go, and to at least get us out of the losing mentality, because they think that every single time they step on this pitch, it's a wrap. Literally, as soon as we give up a goal, we concede a goal, we go down a goal, it's over. They're fully defeated.
Even if we get equalized, it's over. Even
with the equalizer, they celebrated it was very weird to see us celebrate the equalizer like we went up 200.
That's a team that's low in confidence.
That's because they're low in confidence, and we haven't scored a real goal in over 2-3 games. So we need to get out of. It's not even about winning football games; it's about not losing football games. They need to trust themselves. That's why I think we need a manager who isn't stubborn right now and goes to the players and say, "Listen, we're playing West Ham this weekend. We're gonna play a mid block. We're gonna play very defensive." And we're going to try to get away with either a draw or a win. That's it. We cannot lose this game. We need to play to not lose the game. Get your confidence.
Aziz, yeah, go ahead. Carl, you had your turn, man.
They're going for it every game. And we're getting smashed.
We need to come in and try to win games.
Okay, we will get there. No, you dismantled the point, but go ahead, Aziz.
Can I just put my point across, please?
Yeah, Paul, go ahead, Paul. Go ahead, Paul. Thank you for coming.
It's not just Slot that has to go, I'm afraid. It has to be Richard Hughes as well, or Michael Edwards. Both of them, I don't care. Hughes
is taking another level,
out of his depth. Hughes is out of his depth. He's well and truly out of his depth. There is a vast difference between recruiting for a club like Bournemouth and recruiting for a club like Liverpool. Liverpool is a big club that has ambitions to win trophies consistently year after year, and to be at there and to build a dynasty of winning. And he's not the man built for that particular task.
I think our new transfers aren't the problem. I think that's such a crazy statement. We literally.
Sorry, I disagree. It is. I mean, look at who he prioritized for the summer transfer window. He spent all that time going after Isaac.
So what?
And signing Wirtz, where he should have
that's big time players. All big time players take time to get
I don't think it's a personnel issue. I think it's a tactical issue.
Yes, it is.
However, I do agree.
Who doesn't know how to use him? You can buy Frimpong and have a coach who plays him.
The thing is, guys, nobody.
One at a time, guys. One at a time.
I just want to respond to Paul. I don't think anyone complained about the signings in the beginning of the season. Everybody was saying it's the best signings.
I was one of the few that I gave it a 4. I gave it a 5 or 4 out of 10.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
We were just missing one defender. That was it. The defender didn't come through in the last day of the
transfer. We had defenders.
You know what it is, guys? Yeah, a proper head coach. Yeah, he wouldn't throw new players out there straight away. He would slowly integrate those players into the team.
Yep.
This is what this manager didn't do, and that's his own downfall. This is why he's not getting a backing from everybody else. If he did it in the proper way, slowly integrated those players to the core team that won the Premier League last season, then we won't have this issue. He's tried to make too many changes too quickly. It's like a bit of, if you guys wasn't here, obviously most of these are young. It's like a bit of like Graham Souness when he came to Liverpool. We moved from Kenny to Graham Souness. Graham Souness tried to change everything, in one go, and then 30 years later we didn't win any titles. This is how it's going at the moment. The longer we continue with this head coach, the more it's going to be, more detrimental to Liverpool Football Club. Cut the cord right now, guys. The sinking ship is gone. Jump off. Everybody,
Christian, there's a lot of noise behind you.
Yeah,
Christian.
Yeah,
go ahead,
jump off right now, guys. Like, cut the cord, man. It's his fault. It's his fault. He tried to change things too quickly, and now it's backfire on him. That's how.
But it's not a personnel issue. It's not.
No.
We got players that any manager would come onto this team and dream about the players, the talent pool that we have, what you can come up with to win games.
I dreamed about Kirkes, and I wouldn't have dreamed about Frimpong. So you're wrong there, mate.
You don't.
Kirkes was the team of the
but they don't know how to use them. You know what I'm saying?
But he's not an inverted.
He should have signed in Kepier.
Left back.
Look what's doing for Arsenal now.
Respectfully,
one at a time, man.
One at a time. One at a time. One at a time.
It's an issue. Please, I don't want to hear it. Frimpong is a top 5, a right back, right wing back, whatever you want to call it in the market.
One season.
Kirkes was it?
Season.
No, it wasn't one season. It was multiple seasons.
One season. It isn't football. You can't base it on seasons. He should be a consistent format.
One at a time. One at a time. Guys, one at a time.
He's never been my choice for left back. Sorry.
We're coming from for the new.
All right, guys. Time.
Aziz's opinion, man.
Aziz, go ahead. Aziz.
Yeah, for me, I kind of disagree with playbook a little bit. I think we need a manager with a style of play. We need to put these guys on a routine.
Yeah. I agree with you.
Yeah. We need somebody who can come in, embedded a style of play, and who's organized in the way they play. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows what to do and how to do it. You know what I'm saying? If we start with that, then the wins will eventually come when we add in quality. That's kind of how it works. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, if we're gonna be honest, this is just mainly in hindsight. We weren't really playing with the style of play last season. You know what I'm saying? We were a lot more organized last season. We weren't messy like this. And when we just did what we could to win games, but we weren't consistent in our style of play. Even if we do see that title win,
in the first half,
3 games in a row.
We have a style of play, as
that's the greatest title. That's the greatest manager bounce. That is the greatest manager bounce we've ever seen in history. I don't care what anyone tells me.
Let me explain to you that, Fozzie. Hold on. Let me explain to you that, Fozzie, right? It's not that we didn't have no style of play. We did have a style of play, but it wasn't like something that is clearly obvious. We're just a lot more organized than what we are now. Right now, I'm looking at this assistant manager. I don't know what he did, but he messed up our whole defensive shape. I don't know what the hell he did, bro. We look like a mess.
Nah, I wouldn't say.
Last season, if you remember, when we go on transition, you'll see 6 players running back. Right now, I'm only seeing 2-3 players at most.
Running? They're not even running anymore, bro. They're walking.
Yeah, there's something wrong with the way we're trying to play football right now.
We defend with 4
all
players
in
at the back,
attacking. But
all right, Christian, one time.
Hold on. We're trying to go all in attacking, but there's no organized way of how we're trying to attack. We're just going sideways pass, and then we lose the ball, and then we're in transition. That's how teams are playing against us right now. They just put all the players in the box, and they just wait for us to lose the ball.
They're man marking us.
You know what's funny? Forget about the man marking. You look at each game that we lost. There's not even one outstanding performer in the team. They just play their way, and they
mainly it's almost like because he's running around.
No, I'm talking about the opposition. Who's the outstanding performer?
Fozzie, that's why the coach has to go, because he told us that we have to focus on the good things we're doing and not the bad things. So apparently, there's good things going on. So.
Yeah, he is mental, man. This guy is tough.
Christian, I know you've been trying to talk. Big up to Rev, man. Thank you, Rev, for being the man of wisdom, the man of reasoning. Christian, what you got to say, man? Then Rev, you take over.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Don't shout because you're loud outside, so it gets.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But for me, I agree with Paul's point about, maybe not the sporting director, but the board in general, FSG in it, because we wouldn't be in this mess where we're spending 450 million in the summer if we'd make the most basic investments into the squad, like getting new defenders, getting new midfielders. How many people did we? How many people said here after 2022 season that we needed new midfielders and we didn't get them? How many people here said after the 23-24 season that we needed new attackers, we needed a striker, we needed a Salah replacement, a Van Dijk replacement, and we didn't get them? We've done everything in one window, and we wouldn't have been in that mess if we'd make the most basic of basic investments into the squad. and which we didn't do, and that's why we spent 450 million in that one summer because of the mess that came before. That's why I'm not blaming Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes. But another point as well,
they're responsible.
Yeah, no, they were not responsible because they came in last year and they won the league.
Yeah, exactly. They came. Yeah, exactly.
They came in as soon as they came in, they won the league. So if you blaming them for this, you have to
start this job this year.
Can't blame them
last year.
No.
We didn't buy anybody last season.
Yeah, let Christian finish because you remember Klopp was not in charge last season. So let's make it clear. When Klopp left, Edwards and Hughes took over. When they took over, their first year, they won the league.
Sorry, your timeline is wrong there.
Okay, explain to us. Christian, 1 second. Let Paul explain to you what his time. Tell us when did Edwards came in.
Hughes just started this season.
No, he came in last season.
Has been there.
Nope. See, this is a reason why. Let me explain. Real quick.
Way off, bro. You're way off.
Way off.
He came in last season. And if I remember the narrative last season when we were struggling was get Hughes out of here
because he didn't buy anybody.
He's a waste. Yeah, when we didn't buy anyone, he's a waste.
Yeah, we felt the buzz of
He's just stealing money. And then this year he does the complete opposite.
If he didn't come in last season,
players like never before, like Real Madrid style type players. I mean, we broke our transfer record twice.
Yes,
we're top play. I mean, we never buy a player like Isak. We're talking about not a guy who's up and coming because Wirtz is up and coming. We're talking about a guy who's at his peak.
He was also a transfer record too.
Yeah. He was a transfer record, and it's still people are still not sad. Now he's still the bad guy. He was still the bad guy.
One at a time. Let Christian finish his point. Go ahead, Christian.
All those players that we bought this summer, we should have bought them across 3-4 transfer windows, innit? Like we didn't need to. That whole it wouldn't have happened if we had actually planned like a contingency plan for the rest of summer.
Christian, real quick question. Christian, quick question. Are you blaming Klopp for this?
Do you know what? I'm not gonna say Klopp was fully to blame, but he did deserve certain.
The midfield was his. This is his midfield, right? This midfield is his midfield.
You see, the thing is, I was a bit more sympathetic with FSG within the last 2 years, innit? Maybe saying Klopp was overruling, you know, some of the transfers that FSG wanted, like not getting Isak and getting Nunes, not getting certain players, and Klopp saying, "Nah, I want that player," and then we're getting that player, like, you know. But now after this summer, I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm more FSG out more than ever now. Because, like, this transfer window wouldn't have happened.
Okay,
I was never really in.
But let Rev go ahead, Rev.
This would never happen if we had made the most basic
window.
I don't think
we don't have a transfer window issue. We have a team. We have a club that's not playing well. Issue. We don't have
an ownership.
No.
Yeah, but like you want the manager to stay. Come on, bro.
Guys, one at a time.
We don't have the right person to, and then we get
more trouble. Why do we always do this opportunistic transfer policy nonsense? That we always say we only buy players that are available. We never.
One at a time, guys. Stop. We are not talking about that. We talk about what Rev. Go ahead.
Opportunistic.
I'm kind of on a bit of a similar wave of things. Like, why are we talking about the transfer window? Like, for me, we should be talking about the guy that was here for 2 years and all the issues we see on the pitch. Like, midfielders are supposed to be sitting, going walkabout. Everyone on the forward line. Defenders inverting and underlapping and overlapping and just things all over the place. Like the manager just botched it from the start of the season. And then it's like, let's judge the players that have been here for 4 months.
The end of last season.
But FSG can sack him tomorrow. That's why we're blaming them. They can sack him tomorrow.
But Christian, that's the only reason. That's the only thing I blame. I'm angry about Michael Edwards that they haven't sacked him yet.
Thank you, Rev.
A lot earlier.
Yeah.
I don't blame them for the recruitment. I blame Slot for the way he's used them.
Yep.
And if he was involved in it, then he has that blame as well because he shouldn't be asking for these players. But he's going to use them this way.
He has managed to do something which is impossible. He's managed unless you're a really crap manager. He's made
which he is
a squad worth millions.
Oh my God! Let
relegation fodder.
No, but this is the thing, guys. This see, a lot of people are angry and have their own personal agenda that makes no damn sense. right now, the problem at hand right now is not the players. If the new manager comes in and the players are playing like that, then you could blame the players. Now, does it mean that all the players are good enough? No. You have to understand the context, right? You have to understand the context. Certain players needs to go. You could pick whoever you want, but certain players are not good enough for Liverpool right now. The manager is making it worse because what? He hasn't defined a proper system to make the good players. You telling me there's no manager out there who would not want to play with Isak, Ekitike, all those
every manager.
Are you telling me? That's what I do understand. Now, maybe when they had the meeting today, I said this earlier, they haven't figured out who is the right caretaker or who is the right manager. Yes, that's why maybe they haven't sacked him yet.
They haven't sacked him.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we need to stop hearing this meeting thing. Every time they say there's a meeting, we lose immediately. So we need to stop hearing about that, bro. Okay? Because you're just pissing us off even more. Like you said, there's a meeting, and then we get smashed 3-0. Like, so what is this meeting about?
Yeah.
Okay? Like, what are you saying in this meeting? Are you finding new ways to lose? Is that what the
that's
meeting
the
is
question.
about?
See, that's the question where we can look at right now. I don't even think we should talk about the players or the manager. Edwards and Hughes.
It's their job. Yeah, it's their job.
Who you telling me you didn't have a plan B?
News.
What are you saying, Paul?
I just read some bad news. We could be looking at Postecoglou.
I heard about that, and that almost gave me a headache. That's why I didn't come on yesterday.
Just
we
jump
already can't defend. He's gonna make it worse.
That's what Paul Joyce says.
No, that's not gonna happen.
That's what Paul Joyce said. Hell no.
Paul Joyce is an arse anyway. I don't listen to him anyway. He's a bomber club.
Yeah. He said he didn't want to bring anybody to interfere with Rio's development. Oh, great. Now let's see how it's getting developed right now. Freaking playing gap every
and then
like
if you bring in
minutes.
Semenyo, whose position is he taking?
Bro, the guy's waffling, bro. Like we never played Rio. We never rotated him alongside Gapco. And now right now he's like he didn't want to bring somebody to
that's not why he's on the team. That's not why he's on the team. He's on the team to get better and also learn and develop as a player. He's not here.
Yeah, but how's he gonna learn if he's not getting any game time? He's getting 0 game time.
Doesn't matter.
He only brings them on when we're losing.
He's 16.
Carl, I don't care.
He's 17, bro.
We'll get.
Are we only gonna look at our self-interest and not look out for the young?
Okay, Carl, how old was the player that scored against Arsenal yesterday?
Situation.
Carl, we are looking out.
Carl, how old was the player that scored against Arsenal yesterday? How old was he?
17.
His name is Carl, by the way.
Yes, his team is in a better situation than us.
How old was Esteban, who dribbled 3 players and scored against Barcelona? How old is he?
Carl, that's a cop out. Carl, that's a cop out. I was asking. Carl, can you let me finish, Carl? I was asking for it when we were winning. I was saying Gak was playing badly. Put him in now when we're in a good situation because I could see what was coming. Gakpo was doing this for the start of the season.
You know what, Red? How is the only fan I know, guys? How is the only fan that I know that defends a club when we're losing? Like, why are you
I know. I told you he's a Manchester United fan. I can tell you guys that.
There's nothing to defend, bro. This is rubbish. We're playing rubbish, bro. Everything is rubbish.
On our team, man. I'm not chatting rubbish.
You just don't defend anything. You can't defend anything at this moment, bro.
I'm not defending anything.
You know what? I don't want Rio to start against West Ham. How about that?
The players. I'm asking us to be smart. I don't want us to go down on spiral. On a spiral of
we are spiraling. We are.
We're too late to that, bro.
You're a bit like Roddy there, Carl.
We're behind Everton, bro. We're in the dumps already. We're 12th. What are you talking about? We lost in the Champions League yesterday.
Already saying
one at a time.
It can be worse, my guy. It can be worse. It has
been worse.
It has to be
12 is not worse.
We are 12.
I told you about new people. This is the new fans, guys. This is the new fans, man.
None of you have given me an manager. I've heard Xavi. Fuck all that, my guy, man.
Wow, watch your mouth. Hey, don't try to demonetize me, man. Every time you cuss, you're gonna have to send me a super chat.
Okay, sure.
Hey, Matt, welcome to the chaos.
Let Red talk. Carl, let Rev talk. Carl, let Rev talk, man.
Right, thank you.
You're protesting too much. You're protesting against the wrong people.
Fuzzy, we should keep the same manager. We should keep all the players.
Everything we keep the same. We get relegated. We keep
it. You're being facetious right now, man.
Even if we get relegated, Cal will still look for us. Trust me, man.
Let's just not fire at everybody and not
We're
fire.
12, my guy. Lost 9 out of 12. What do you want? I don't understand.
What do you want? I don't want the next manager to lose 10 out of 12.
No.
Fuzzy, Carl is literally the meme of the guy in the house while it's on fire and it's burning down. That's Carl right now.
I'm telling you, bro.
Easy. How are we all doing?
As you can see, Carl needs more therapy than all of us.
Are we all bad? Okay.
The guy is actually defending this.
I can't bring up a visualization. Okay, so I want to bring up some visual tools in this presentation of how shit we are. If we'd have lost those games, which gave us all copium, including Carl by the looks of it.
Yeah.
We'd be in 19th place. So the only team that would be worse than us on planet Earth,
Wolves,
is Wolves.
Wolverhampton Wanderers.
They've got 2 points. Okay, and I think what are they on there? They're on their like 5th manager in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Give it time, K-Mac. Give it time.
This isn't a debate. This isn't a debate about. This is not a debate about whether we can win or whether we can sign anyone or anything. This is a debate about how do we get rid of that bald fraud.
Thank you.
Because he's taking us to the championship. Liverpool under Brendan Rodgers, Hodgson, Rafa, Houllier,
Evan.
I don't know how many.
Uncle
Roy
Evans,
all of them. They never lost games 3-0 at Anfield. They never lost games 4-0 at Anfield.
Yes, thank you very much.
Wasn't ever a thing that could happen at Anfield.
This happened. The last time this happened, K-Mac, was 1953, and Shankly wasn't even here.
I watched 4 goals going at Anfield. Arvisham scored all of them.
You guys say 4 goals.
4-all.
K-Mac, you said 4 goals. In 2 games, you've seen 7 goals in Anfield.
Mate.
But it's okay. Cal is okay with it. You know what I mean?
I'm glad you like the visual aid. Because there it is.
K-Mac, but he's saying that you're just concentrating on all the bad things. You haven't seen the good things we're doing, though, K-Mac.
No, but I haven't seen Tell me what they are, mate.
Tell me.
Why was you sacked before the press conference?
You're having trouble trying to think what they are yourself, aren't you?
Are we literally going to hang our hats all season on the Real Madrid 1-0? Is that it?
Yeah,
we are.
We'll come to that.
We are.
Yeah, fuck off.
That looked like a one-time performance, man.
Yeah.
Well.
We're hanging our hats on the fact that Conor Bradley had the game of his life, because I'm sorry, that was suicide playing Conor Bradley against Mbappe and Vinny Jr. on his own. Seriously, are you trying to tell me that wasn't just good luck that Conor Bradley had a good game? Because guess what?
He just shows the prime
you did the same against
Madrid.
Manchester City, and you broke him.
So this is supposed to be therapy session.
Apparently we're all right.
Big up to Bruno.
Being 12 is not a crisis, apparently. So yeah, let's go.
No, but this is the question though. Are you telling me there's nobody out here, manager, Allardyce?
There's plenty of managers, bro. Come on.
No.
Allardyce still manager?
There was one in the Liverpool studio last night.
Even Sean Dyche will quit. Where is he at? Forest right now to come coach Liverpool for 6 months.
We're in the mud.
Sean Dyche.
In the mud.
What in the name of garbage is that?
For 6 months.
No, Quasi, you're in hell, man.
The football is absolutely dead.
Sean Dyche, you guys put respect. Put RLESPK name in Sean Dyche. He came to Anfield and gave you 3-piece combo and a barbecue sauce for free.
Who's the?
This is a guy that used to manage Everton.
Huh? The guy that got sacked by Wolves.
This is a guy that managed Everton.
Now you know why it's painful for him to come to Anfield and give us 3-piece combo.
And we're in the mud, aren't we, guys? We are in the mud.
You get what I'm saying?
Couldn't agree more.
Go ahead, Bruno. Go ahead, Bruno.
Arne Slot should be sacked immediately. The performance is dead. Yeah? Losing to Man United, that hurts. Conceding in the first minute of the game.
66
and
seconds.
Then that performance in the Champions League against the team that we played last season. And then before that, you have to go back to the days of John Honorisa. Is that what we're dealing with, yeah? 2007. I'm sorry, this man has got to go. We are Liverpool Football Club. We don't accept finishing 12th place. We don't do that here.
Yeah, Carl.
We are the bride. We are not the bridesmaid.
That's the form.
Look at that. Lost 18 matches. Is that acceptable?
Bro.
Too, bro. So then, looking at this, why is Edwards and Hughes telling me they can't find a caretaker? I didn't say find me a manager right now. It's probably too difficult right now. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
Because the manager they want is not going to leave till the summer. I don't want another Amorim coming in halfway and screw his ass. But there is a caretaker somewhere. Yeah. There is a caretaker somewhere. Hey, get Jamie Carragher, get Stephen G. Who else? Get somebody and come in.
Alcantara. There's somebody. There's Rob Page and there's Zinedine Zidane.
Somebody, anybody.
No, but they're like long-term managers. If you get Zidane or something like that.
Zidane is already for France. Zidane is going for France.
Doing the France job, isn't he?
Yeah,
that'd be ideal.
He can use Liverpool as a practice to do the French work.
Yeah, so
yeah, why not?
That'd be a personal interim manager, wouldn't it? You know.
Yeah, you guys are talking like we have a choice. You see where this guy's leading us, man. We just don't get anybody right now.
I'm not.
Just get a decent manager in, man. Get a real.
I mean, that's all we need. Someone that has a system, style of play. That's all we need.
I would go for Virgil van Dijk as player manager and Robbo as assistant.
What he did yesterday?
Virgil can set up the defense on his own.
Playing volleyball and knocking people out in the pitch.
You may think we're playing basketball,
and medicine balls. We don't play with footballs anymore in training.
Okay, Mike. Virgil becomes manager. Kirkers will never have a playing time.
He's done. He's sold.
Go ahead.
Why, in the name of garbage, is he playing Soboslai at right back when you've got Joe Gomez and you've got Ramsey? Why are you doing that for?
He's on drugs. He got the needle on the, he got needles on his knee.
The 4-2-3-1 formation as well. Get rid of it. It doesn't work
right now.
Bruno, this is the thing though. See, I think a lot of people are putting anger on things that are not. 4-2-3-1 is not the problem. Actually, that's supposed to save us because you have 5 midfielders in the middle. Yesterday, look at the 4th goal. Nobody tracked back.
Do you think I'm going to let the players get away with this? The players are not angels. I'm going to be the players that are going to take the blame for this. Van Dijk, instead of talking, go out there and put a challenge in there instead of talking to the other players. Kanate, stop standing there like a flipping statue. Engage in a flipping defense. Even I can defend better than him. Right? And also, Salah as well. Stop. Engage in the defense, man. You're not flipping. You've got 400 grand a week.
Yeah,
yes, his aim is to score goals, but come on, man.
He's barely attack.
Aziz, it's funny that you're still defending Salah after watching this atrocious since last year.
Oh my days!
Right now, anybody can get it. Anybody can get it,
bro. Like the thing is, I'm not attacking Salah because I know if you put him in the right system, he can.
He is in the right system. This is his system. What are you talking about? Everything is being played through Salah. Why do you think everybody's upset at Salah?
What everything has been played? There's no, but like
you have. Okay, let me ask you a question. How many passes has he tried to give it to Ekitike or Isak?
I'm done with this, man. What time is it?
Yeah, I don't know, man. But like, bro.
Yes, see, last year it was very, very funny when after he scored his goals. No, wait, after he scored his goals, he will give ball to Nunes, and Nunes will miss the chances, and we all come here and demonize Nunes.
He's been here. Look at him and Mane's relationship. That's why Mane left, because he's sick on tired.
Yeah, but like
that.
Listen, come on now. Saying something, right?
No one is above approach.
Nobody.
No one is above approach. Virgil included, and I will sell Virgil in January if I could.
I don't blame the two center backs, because right now, like I know Konate is out of form, right? But the midfield does not defend.
The midfield is not their fault.
The whole three in midfield do not defend. They all get pressed on and they're going forward.
And I'll tell you this, Aziz. I would defend the midfield. This is where you blame the manager. I will blame the manager.
The manager, 100%.
The manager is the one who's supposed to defend.
So the setup is not good from the beginning.
What's up?
So like it's really hard to blame individual players when the setup.
No.
See,
you can say.
Hold on, Quasi. Hold on, Quasi. Right now, because I think what it looks like to me, Van Dijk and Konate are just fed up. Because they have to like defend like 20 to 30 shots a game, and they actually enter the midfield to intercept balls.
That's correct. That is the manager's problem.
That's what I'm saying. Because those guys can't defend. Like right now, let me give you an example. Like the United game, right? There was a header that was coming towards McAllister. What did Van Dijk did? He took the initiative, because he felt like McAllister couldn't clear that ball. So he it was an accident. He knocked him out, bled into the ground, and then they scored. But like because he felt in himself that McAllister won't be able to intercept that ball, or he will intercept it incorrectly.
Okay.
Every time we win the first
that
ball,
is a player's that's a player's fault. But go ahead.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Every time we win the first ball, when the aerial duel comes in, they'll head the ball. Nobody's there to receive it. That's why they win the second ball.
Yes.
The midfield, whoever's in it, by the way, in my opinion, only Zoboszlai making the maximum effort to try to win the ball back. Between Gravenberch and especially McAllister, they've been massively underperforming when it comes to the defensive side. That's why both Konate and both Van Dijk are just fed up. Every time you see the picture, already mad.
We are not disagreeing with that. That is the manager's fault.
Now let me get back to Salah's point, okay? You guys say we play through Salah. That's cool.
Yeah.
If you play the ball through Salah and there's like 6 players in front of him, he's not gonna dribble. We all know Salah is not that type of player. He's not a magnificent dribbler. He's an okay dribbler at best. Okay. So he's always put in the position where he's isolated in the wing, and he has to create a perfectly timed dribble with a perfectly timed cross, aiming it to whoever player you find into the box.
Okay.
And there's like 6 players around him.
Now
that's why it takes a lot out of it. You put any player in that position, they'll fail.
See, that's where you're wrong. Because guess what? The game is played through Salah, and every time Salah can do exactly what you just said, he passed the ball back, and the ball get recycled back to the 2 center backs.
Yeah.
But if you have a better player who can run faster than Salah can and who can dribble, guess what? They will blow past. They will go toe to toe with the fullback.
They always have 2 to 3 players surrounding.
They don't run anymore. You talking about 2 years ago?
But Aziz, right now they're doing
Aziz,
that, bro.
Right now, Salah. Listen.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on.
Listen.
If Salah beats his first man, okay. So quiet. Listen to me, okay. If Salah beats his first man, there's 6 other men inside the box who are waiting for him. It's not like they're jumping on him right away. Okay. You understand?
See, this is a part where
I think he's not being his man one-on-one. I agree. That's on him. But even if he does, there's nothing to come out of it.
Okay, this is the part where
I'm talking about. That's
okay. I got you. I see where you're going, and allow me to break that. There's a reason why everybody's quiet, because they don't believe what you're saying. See, it would have been nice.
No, let me finish.
Facts, let me finish.
I'm with Quasi, yeah.
Let me finish. You see, it would have been nice if Jota and RIP Jota and Nunes and Diaz was there. That would have been a fair point, because that's what Liverpool fans used, especially the Salah sexuals use against them players.
Calm down, man, with that.
I'm just saying. Right?
The amount of times Nunes got abused for missing chances, I'll tell you, I've got the clips to prove it. I'll get the clips, The clips are there to see.
This is what I'm saying, Aziz. Whatever you have a striker like Isak and Ekitike, and they're touching the ball lesser than a center back, you have a problem.
Okay, I got a question for you.
Let me finish. No, don't derail me.
Go ahead,
don't derail me.
Okay, do you think? Okay.
Salah is not the main guy anymore. His job is to receive the ball and look at and make sure his strikers are there and pass the ball. If you can't dribble, then
he's not even good enough to do that.
Thank you. If you can't dribble past your fullback, which right now they're sending young fullback against him, one fullback, not 2 or 3. You see, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, yes, they will send 2, 3 guys on it. That's why he was able to do that to Diaz at Etihad a couple years ago, because they will send 2, 3 guys, and I don't believe that Salah is not a prolific dribbler. Salah was known for being a dribbler. He used to just dribble for no reason.
Not so much. Lately,
because he's not good enough anymore.
Yeah,
that's the point.
I got a question for you. Was Salah good a dribbler last season?
Nope.
Because I don't think he was.
Nope.
But he created a lot of opportunities.
He wasn't a good dribbler. No,
he wasn't a good dribbler. But go ahead, Kim.
He's an okay dribbler. He's an okay. Even everyone anyway.
The reason why it's the manager. The reason why it's the manager. It's not the players for me. Yeah. And we can all pick on players. Yeah. We can all pick on Konate. We can pick on Salah. Makes no fucking difference. Makes no difference whatsoever. Last season, came into a Jurgen Klopp team, yeah? One of Jurgen Klopp's biggest problems was loyalty. Loyalty. No change. No change. Endo doesn't play. Gomez doesn't play. Elliott got bummed out. Kwanzaa got kicked out. Slot's done this to loads of players, okay? Rio Engamoa, supposed to be a breakout season, not touched the ball. Chiesa, not touched the ball. The list goes on. The list goes on. All of these players have been available all the time. None of them have been injured. They've all been available. Continues to play. Konate, who's been terrible. Look, McAllister. I don't even need to say his name. Mo Salah's been dreadful in games. Cody Hapko's been dreadful. Yeah. Like all of these players
for Argentina.
Come out of the team, just 2 seconds, have needed to come out of the team to put an injection of somebody who's willing to try harder, who's willing to make the extra yard, who's willing to work a bit harder, because they're not the people that are in the team and they want to get into the team. There's nothing. There's no change. It doesn't matter how badly you play, you still get picked the next game.
No accountability. No accountability, K-Mac. No accountability.
There's no accountability on being a poor player, of being out of form. And it's the same with the manager. Like, if this manager doesn't get sacked, I'm FSG out. And it's the first time I've ever said it.
Same, K-Mac, yeah. Same.
First time I've ever said it.
I'll be the same. There'll be blood on their hands. I'm telling you now.
£450 million into players. If you don't get rid of this guy, then I'm FSG out.
He's very
stubborn. I want to say one more thing as well before I let someone else talk. He came into a team which had major problems on the right back, with the right back issue. Yeah. Never been rectified. Never been rectified. We watched that game yesterday.
Yeah.
Who played right back?
Yeah, there was nobody there. There was nobody there. There was nobody there.
He said Jones, but nobody was there. He was walking around.
He played right back and left and centre back on his own. And you wonder why Konate is sat on the bench now after being dragged off the pitch 6 times, sat there just looking like he's like, what's going on? Like, this was supposed to be Trent's gone. Konate must have been sat there going, hallelujah, I'm going to get someone who's going to help me. I've been covering that guy's ass for the last 2 years, 3 years.
Yep.
Nothing. No help for Konate. And Gravenberch has been horrible defensively all season. We have to stop trying to. We have to stop trying to say
goals. Why is he scoring goals?
He's going to be what he is. Gravenberch is now the guy that he was when I said he was shit.
When he first came
to Liverpool, lazy, poor on the ball, doesn't pass it enough, doesn't look up enough.
I disagree with that. I disagree with that assessment of Gravenberch.
Lets people run past him. That's the Gravenberch that I remember when we signed him.
Because the game's too open.
That is now playing in the same position when Klopp played him.
He's always defending in transition. He's not defending from a position of we are back and we have a shape. He's always defending in transition. Defending in transition, it's not even a 50-50 proposition. It's a 99 to 1% chance of you trying to get the ball. Like, you have all that space. Ball can go over your head, through your legs, to your left or right. So I can't blame him because, again, our biggest issue is the manager. I agree with you, Mendem, again. I want him gone. Gone.
Why in the name of garbage is he playing Gravenberch as an attacking 8? Stick him in defense, DM, and that's it.
All of that is issue, my guy. I agree with you. I hear it. But my thing is, I don't want to bring a guy and make it worse and make the whole situation even worse. That's why I think that we need to
get worse than this. What are you talking about, bro?
But you gotta understand something, right? With Gravenberch.
There's an even bigger elephant in the room.
One at a time.
Gravenberch hasn't been good in the defense. Like,
yes, he
and then
he
he put
yes,
he after that.
And putting Gravenberch there, and then we keep conceding more goals. He's not a good defender.
Like, he ain't.
He's not.
He's rubbish at defending, man.
The thing is,
you've never been
with Gravenberch, right?
K-Mac. You've never rated in K-Mac, have you?
He's an 8, man. He's an 8. That's what he is.
The thing about Gravenberch is,
if he plays in the team, he plays as a natural 8.
That's it.
With more midfielders. He can't be on his own. He needs to be with other midfielders.
Then McAllister has to go.
Yeah, McAllister has to go.
Oh, he's done. He's done, man.
I agree.
Yeah, he's done.
I think I'm missing some serious reconstruction, mate. Serious. It does.
You know what's really weird? You know what's really weird? Under Klopp, under Klopp, yeah. Our midfield started to decline.
The worst best footballer in the world.
Klopp do? Klopp took one of the midfielders out and he put Endo in there. And we might not have liked Endo being in there, but he was there.
But the commitment was there.
Nobody does any defensive anymore.
It was a principle, K-Mac, right? That he tried to put that in there. Like, we need a better player than Endo, but there was a principle of you actually tried to put the defensive player in there.
There was a hole that needed filling. It's like, hang on a minute, something's not quite working in the midfield. You know what? I'll take a midfielder out that's not working, whoever that was, and I'll put Endo in there.
And he did.
And Endo wasn't actually that bad right now. Remember, he pocketed De Bruyne.
There's no plasters. Like, he's not providing anything.
Anything.
It's just like
K-Mac, it always goes to Arnie's philosophy as a whole, though, because it's just while he's there, that's the whole midfield just vacates itself. So even if we get a defensive player, the defensive player will be up front as well.
Rev, and this is where my question is going next. Everybody's screaming Konate. I've always asked this. Gehi, have you guys ever seen Gehi play in that system that Konate is playing right now?
No.
So what do people expect him to come in and save us?
If we're gonna play back three, Gehi would
buy whatever you want. You could buy whatever you want under this system. Nothing's gonna work. I'm telling you guys right now. Like,
thank you.
We bought all these players in the summer. If we bought all these players to add on to the players for last season and it's still not working, what makes you think another defender is going to make a difference?
Fozzie, isn't it? So it's a bit similar to Ten Hag when Ten Hag was at United and he was failing. They keep throwing players at him. This will improve him.
No. Look,
it never works.
Look, I'm really sorry. We have to stop saying that this is the same situation of a Ten Hag. I didn't say. I never said the situation. And Ten Hag
I never said that. I never said
that. An absolute
exactly.
Hey, Mac, listen to him again, man.
Yeah, Fozzie knows what I'm saying. Fozzie knows what I'm saying. I was saying about the formation.
He's not matching
exactly. I was saying about.
You guys remember that film, Total Recall? You remember that film, Arnold Schwarzenegger? When all them screen, where they're all on the screen, there's about 10 photos, everyone talking over each other. That just reminded me of that.
We're just trying to like came back things about comparing Man United to Liverpool. It ain't.
No, I wasn't comparing clubs. I was comparing the managers. Like playing styles and and it's just purely on the throwing players.
There's one situation where this improves, by the way. If you want to stick with this manager, we got to get a complete new back four, all of them, and
we need to change anyway. As is, we need to change anyway. Bro.
I'm sorry, mate, but Caicedo isn't even going to fix this in midfield. Caicedo isn't even going to fix it.
I don't know, McAllister and Caicedo duo that worked very well in Brighton.
We do. K-Mac, I disagree with you. We do.
See, this is the thing. The system, it doesn't matter who you bring. The system. We have Isak and Ekitike, and we still haven't Isak. People, how many touches did Isak get? How many touches did Ekitike? People have said, start Ekitike, he's better than Isak, blah, blah, blah. How many touches did he get yesterday? and he played what 60-some games.
Yeah, it was actually pretty good.
How many chances
he wasn't that bad?
None. No chances clear.
Yeah, he ran a lot. That's why he looks good. But I'm asking you, how many touches did he get?
Ekatike was pretty good. No, he was not pretty good. He was decent at best, man.
That's what I'm saying. That is pretty good for us now.
4 goals. You know, there's no player on the pitch with a brain to realise you're a winger. Instead of keep on cutting in and shooting that goal, get the ball and pass a through ball, get to the byline, cross it. Things like that. Strikers need to eat, and these guys don't know how to fucking do it. And Slot don't know how to do it, and that's for me the biggest problem.
The best striker.
Bye.
By the way, the best striker yesterday
my football club
was Chiesa.
Bye.
Did you see what Chiesa did in the time he was on the pitch?
Exactly, K-Mac, yeah.
He looked more like the player. Picked someone, dragged someone back by his scruff of his neck, and then ran through half their team and had a shot on goal.
K-Mac, you know when you're struggling in defense, where's the tactical fouls in our team? You know, like when someone's getting past,
exactly right.
Like,
we need more technical creativity.
No, we got to if we do technical fouls, we're gonna get players sent off. So like,
but still, like I'd rather do that than concede a goal. You know what I mean? Like get a yellow card or something.
I wouldn't even say
we are too predictable.
Technical fouls.
We are.
That wasn't training because it took him out. He was like, I want a red card. Like, rah.
It all boils down to Slot at the end of the day. That's what I agree with Rasta Crab, because no matter what we do, even if we buy 3 players in the January window, it ain't going to make no difference.
That's true.
And that's the fact. And at the end of the day, like for me, Salah, probably one of the greatest ever Liverpool players. But the disrespect the guy gets is fucking unbelievable. Come on.
Thank you.
Wait, J-Kemet, I need you to explain that. Who's disrespecting Salah?
Bring it.
Explain to us.
You can say great. I understand that. But there's a fucking
No, wait. I want because I've seen that comment before. JK, please explain to us how we are disrespecting Salah by criticizing that he's poor.
No, you can take the obvious. That's no problem, bro.
But what's the disrespect?
Like, I'm not saying you, but in general, like words like, "Oh, he's shit." Come on, man.
But he's shit right now.
He's shit right now.
He's playing.
I'll say that he needs to improve his performance. It's not a crime, man. Like, what in the name of garbage is this, man?
No. People blame Salah for all of our losses. It's not just that they say he's poor.
Want to say now? You wouldn't do it, bro.
What? Say that again. I didn't hear you.
Bruno goes to Salah tomorrow back at the training ground and say exactly what he's going to say now to his face. He wouldn't do it.
I'll say it.
No. But see, this is okay.
That ain't the point, bro.
Okay. Now you're taking it way to the extreme. Come on, you're taking it way to the extreme. JK, is Salah playing as a 400,000 player?
No, he's not.
Okay, so he is shit.
Simple as that. Yeah, he's not.
But he is shit. He is shit right now. I'm not saying he's been shit at Liverpool. I'm saying right now, Salah is crap. Liverpool is bigger than Salah. It's bigger than all of us.
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah. Yes, it is, man. Yes, it is.
So we and even for Salah, he should be the number 1 person. Him, Virgil, and Alisson and Robo should be the number 1 people to get the most criticism because they were that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I disagree with you a little bit on that point. By the way,
that we rely on.
Oh no, Aziz is on it again. Go on, Aziz.
Go ahead.
The thing is, like, these guys, their time is done, bro. Let's be real, bro.
Yeah, there is.
We got to look at the new guys. You are
not playing for the new guys. You're playing for the old guys.
No. You got to look at the Zobozlai. We got to look at the McAllisters. We got to look at the Isaacs. We got to look at the Verts. Those guys are going to carry us to the future. So we need to demand more out of these players than we do from the old ones. These guys are old, bro.
Good point. Then send all of them away. All the old players, bye-bye. We don't need you anymore. Now we need a manager who's going to fit these new players and let them play at their best.
Yeah, and I don't disagree with you on that.
Okay, so then the first thing we're going to do, I have 2 options. People, vote. This January, real quick.
What was the point in defending Salah?
I have no idea. This point, January,
defending him because
this January,
people do blame him a lot.
This January, sell Salah. Quick question, people. Quick question. This January, sell Salah, sell Virgil, or sell both. Which one is it?
Let me answer that since I need to head out.
Why do anybody needs to be sold for us to do that?
But you just said we need to focus on the new players. We can't focus on new players if you have the.
See, the old players are there to get the new players going.
and they're doing a very poor job. They are the problem.
I hear you. But like the new players, my brother, they need to perform. They're not.
They can't perform if the old players are in their way.
Who says they're on their way? It's a team sport.
Salah is in everybody's way. Virgil is in their way.
Bro.
No, he's not. The manager is.
No, he's not, bro. It's a team sport, Quasi. We don't
K-Mac.
measure one player.
That's not best players in the world.
K-Mac.
Last season on fire.
K-Mac.
All of a sudden, he's not great.
JK, Salah last season was dog crap. They don't let the GAs fool you. All of us were saying his performance. No.
He didn't win us the league.
He didn't win us the league. Last year's Virgil was the best player. We need to stop this, man. Just because he scored the goals. The best player on the team last season was Virgil.
No, it wasn't. Virgil did concede a lot of goals. Let's be real, bro. We did concede a lot of goals that season too.
How many goals did Salah miss?
No, but like we conceded 40 goals that season while winning the league.
By the way, you want a comparison? Pedro Neto has the same GA as Salah this season and does more for his team. That's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
And they don't play through Pedro Neto, right? They don't play through him.
Why you have to do that?
So like the thing is, like you guys are in the mindset
There you go,
that
Fossey,
play
there you
for one
go.
player.
Can I just quickly add, right?
For me,
Salah isn't God.
It's like for me the defense leaking goals.
No, see that's the problem again. We keep blaming the wrong side of the field. The defense. Wait, JK, real quick. The defense is not the defense fault. It's the manager who can structure the defensive team. As a team, listen. This is the part where people do. You see, it's funny when it comes to Salah. Oh, it's a team sport. But when it comes to the defense, it's individual sport. You need a whole 11 players playing defense. If you don't have that, you are not winning. That's why they call it defense wins you championship. We cannot stop. We need to wait. We need to stop blaming individual players when the whole team is not working. Jurgen Klopp showed us that. You have a machine. When we take one part out, the whole machine falls out.
Yeah.
It goes both ways. So I don't want to, if we can blame Salah for what's going on, don't blame the defense because that's the manager's fault. And Salah's fault is the manager's fault because the manager keep picking him, knowing that this guy is not at his best. We got to stop. We got to stop that. Manager goes, the new manager comes in. If he is doing the same thing, he also leaves. It's as simple as that. This is Liverpool, man. We are not made to suffer. Don't tell me we have to suffer. 30 years and you win the league twice and you're telling me we have to suffer.
You know what it is? One season out of 8 that he's been poor. Come on, man. You know, that's all I'm saying.
JK, what Salah did when Jurgen Klopp was here helping us now?
You know what it is, guys. Like, if you look at that goal when Kirkes played the guy on side, did you see what Salah done? Did you actually see what he done?
That was diabolical.
That's criminal, man. No, if that wasn't Salah, that player that was playing there would have got criticized today. Right now, we would have been talking about him. Everybody is not pulling their weight on the pitch, guys. And the worst of it, like Quasi said, is the leadership that's not pulling their weight. That's not normal circumstances. When things are going against you, the leadership leads by example. And these players are not leading by example. You know what I mean? Normal circumstances, you say, this is the club I love. This club gave me everything. So the next generation, I want to nurture them and get them to, you know.
Are they doing that? They're not doing that.
No.
But the thing is, like, they need to start pulling their weight too, bro. Like, I'm with you on the leadership thing, right? The leadership do need to lead by example, right? But they're not following. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Aziz, if the young have given, okay, I'll give you a perfect example. Virgil. Scream, and the first thing he did in the next game match is throw his hand up and give us a penalty. You expect the kids to respect you? I don't care who you are.
By the way, yesterday Virgil was trying to get the manager sacked. So like, let's
there we go.
And you want the kids?
He has to take responsibility for his actions. He has to stop sitting here, stop doing the kissy.
Stevie G moment against Blackburn.
Yep.
Quasi, you know,
and take responsibility, man.
Quasi,
that's what captains do.
And then you know what they do, guys? Like, sorry to interrupt, guys. Like, they know what, and they start blaming the fans. They say they're not shouting enough.
Exactly.
Give them something to shout about. You know, have you guys seen? I don't know if you guys watch Liverpool consistently. Like, have you guys seen? You know, the opposition goalkeepers don't get troubled anymore. Has anyone seen that?
Nope.
Do you remember? Do you guys know the PSV goalkeeper's name? I don't. You know what I mean?
No.
This is what we're facing now. Nobody.
I'm not sure even they had a goalkeeper.
Oh my God.
Go ahead, Rev.
Gwazi, you know, when you were saying about the Salah, won us the league, I disagree with that as well, because like last season, what everyone's saying, Grav was the best DM, Alisson the best keeper, Van Dijk the best centre back, Diaz was amazing in the false nine. It's like, how many can we have all these players? And yet Salah's won us the league on his own. Like
no, and that's what I'm saying. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that myth.
Okay.
I don't believe in that.
Quasi. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. Take Salah out, put Saka. Do we win the league last season?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Yes,
you know what you guys are forgetting.
Now you guys are waffling, bro.
Yeah, but one second. Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro.
Okay, Fazi, real quick. Just let's shut that thing down. Are you telling me Salah's goals were the only goals that we scored?
It was 74% of our goals.
No. The Salah goals. Remember
74%.
Remember the goals that we scored. Remember the goals that it wasn't like we won 1-0 every single time or 2-1.
Brother,
no, wait.
47% goal.
47% could be his. We
goal
won by. Wait.
Goal contribution.
Wait.
It's goals and assists.
Wait. Good point. But check this out.
Do Saka make these kinds of assists and goals?
Let me finish. You need to let me answer. If we score 3, 4, 5 goals, Salah's goal does not mean anything.
Yeah, but we don't score that. We weren't scoring like
yes,
that.
We did. Yes, last year we did.
Okay. How many games do we win?
We had the most goals. We had the most goals last season.
Nah, I agree. But like, how many games?
If you agree, then the debate is over. If we score more goals than anybody else, the debate is over.
No. I don't think you're understanding me completely, bro. See, last season we did enough to win the league. That's kind of how I see it, right? And we were the best team last season. Okay, we had a system and it worked, right? This season we had to change a few things because there were things that needed addressing right away. We needed a new left back because Robinson was struggling last season. We needed a center back because we were kind of light there and then that department. And also we needed a more creative player because we were losing Trent. So when we added all these together, it didn't work. When we're trying to fix the holes that we were.
But that's the manager's problem. Now I'm going back to the Salah situation. I'm going back to the Salah situation.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Now you gotta understand something, right? Right now, Arsenal are winning the league. Saka doesn't have nowhere near the amount of goal contributions that Salah did last season, but he doesn't need to. You know why? Because they have a system, and the system works. If Saka's not performing at his best, the system gets him going through games. That's what we need right now, bro. Last season we were heavily reliant and we were one-sided. We give the ball to Salah, and everybody just runs to the box and waiting for Salah to create something or him scoring himself. We need to walk away from that system. And now we need to have a more traditional system where everybody's involved in the play.
Okay.
That's kind of where we need to go.
Right now, allow me to talk.
Exactly.
Let me finish.
We need to make sure it's a balance. It's balanced. It's only one side. There's no balance. Come on, it's not rocket science, man.
Good point. But guess what? This is the part where people throw in stats, but they also forget that there's also another side of football. Salah would have never done all that if he and remember Salah came out and said he and the manager made an agreement, right?
Yes,
so that means
that's what I was gonna say, Kwasi.
They built everything. So everything that you're saying, plus the stat that my man 12 man is pronouncing over there, is based on the manager building a system so that that becomes
the best at Salah.
That exactly.
Yeah.
Now wait. Now you saying that if we get another prolific player, it doesn't mean Saka is better than Salah. We never said that. We're saying if you bring somebody with a high output like Salah or a good player who can give us even 70% of what Salah did, we still win. You know why? Let me finish. No. Let me finish. Come on. Aziz, you gotta let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
Many teams have won the league and they didn't have a Salah. Many teams have won the league, they didn't have a Virgil. Many teams have won a league and they didn't have an Alisson. So you have to understand it's a system. If you build a system and it works, it doesn't have to be the best out of the best as long as it works. We were not winning with 1 goal. We were not winning by 1 goal. We were winning by multiple goals. We needed to score multiple goals. Guess what? Because somebody just told me the defense was not good enough. So yes, Salah had a lot of output, good, but his goal was not the winning factor. I'll give you a perfect.
Creating all the goals. That's what I was trying to do.
Because of the system was built to him to create. So if you bring another creator, we may score. Maybe not as much as we scored. Let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
I was going to say, I get
go
what
ahead. You were
Quasi
going to say
said.
something, Quasi.
You have to understand. The system was built for Salah to create. If you bring somebody who's good enough to create, we get the same output.
And what happens when the?
No, that's what I disagree with.
The thing is,
like, I think only very few players in the world that can see. We had to have a record-breaking season for us to win the league.
No, we didn't.
Too much.
We didn't do it. We didn't have a record breaking because
for Salah.
Salah, it was a record. Salah has scored more goals than he has done. Do you remember Salah's first year?
Brother.
More goals.
He had an all-timer season for GA. He had an all-timer season.
Did you remember Salah's first season?
Yeah.
How many goals did he score?
I don't know, maybe over 35, maybe 30 something.
GA, both GAs.
44, I think, if I remember correctly.
44. Yes, but you saying what record breaking? I'm telling you, last year was not our record breaking.
Let me finish my idea, okay? Let me finish my idea, right? All right, last season, for us to win the league, we built the system to get the maximum from Salah. Okay?
And the other players, because don't forget, they had to sacrifice their game.
Thank you. That's the part where the Salah lovers always forget. Exactly. But Rev had the point. Go ahead, Rev.
The thing is, like, with players like Szoboszlai, his best attribute is his pace and his running.
No, he's got
no, it's not. No, it's not because we've seen it. Like no. Stop doing that. That is not fair. That's not his best attribute.
That's his best attribute.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Okay,
that was not. We saw if that was his best attribute, we would have never purchased him from RB Leipzig, and Hungary would never made him a captain as a younger. But let Rev talk. Let Rev talk. Rev, go ahead.
I wanted to go into what Kwasi was saying because everyone told us, right, that we had a big issue at right back last season. If we had a different winger on that side, how do you know we wouldn't have conceded as many goals? So then we wouldn't have needed the extra Salah goals you're talking about. And like Kwasi's saying, maybe the other people, like the other people on the other wing, would have got more chances. We may have more goals from there. So it's like a very hyper, what you call it, like theoretical thing to talk about. Because we have no idea. We have no idea. We could have been better. We could have been worse. But I think we still would have won the league because we had a big enough margin. We won by 10 points after all. So I think that even with Saka, we would have won a different way.
I remember when people were saying, "What can we do? What are we going to do with that Gerrard?" What happened?
Exactly.
Right after that. It happens, man. Things change, man. Things get better. That's what it is. You know, with this team, it just misses that, togetherness, in my opinion, when I'm looking at us. That team ethic that we used to have with Mane, Salah, Firmino, Fabinho, Ronaldo, and Henderson in the middle. We don't have that team togetherness anymore. Unfortunately, there's so much egos in this team right now. It's disrupting the whole, system, number one. And number two, it's destroying this manager as well. So,
Fuzzy, can I challenge your point? You see, Liverpool is known to have a no dickhead policy. I think we need egos because the problem is exactly the old players have the ego, which is destroying the young players. The young players don't want to. Words is not going to come out and say whatever he wants to say. Ekitike, the day that Ekitike got the red card, that was him protesting against his own teammate. That was the only way he could do it.
Do you know when I said enough of Salah? It was the Eintracht Frankfurt game. I don't know if you guys seen when he was coming on as a substitute. He threw his jumper on the floor, all angry when he was basically coming on as a substitute when the team's already winning.
And you want a young player to look at that and said he wants me to.
That's not a behavior of a leader.
No, Fuzzy.
A spoiled child.
Fuzzy, check this out. Do you want a young player to look at how he was behaving and expect him to say, "Oh, this guy wants me to succeed"?
No,
we need to stop that. He's doing bad, and we need to call it. Just like we call it for everybody else, but we can't call it for Salah. Because, what Salah did for us a couple years ago. Whatever he did a couple years ago is going to get him a statue somewhere. But right now, it's not working. And he has to see that himself. And then this is what we need to make sure. Real quick, Bruno. And this is I don't like to agree with Jamie Carragher.
Yeah.
But I said it before Jamie Carragher said it. When Salah wanted a contract, he was jumping on every interview talking about, I want to stay. This is the club. I want to stay as a club. Now, where's Salah? As a leader, yesterday's game, Curtis had to come out and speak. Where was Salah? That should have been Salah. Even though Curtis said whatever he said, that people are, he's real one. No, Curtis, whatever you said, you should have done it. You don't need to come tell us. That's what we expected from you.
He wasn't a good player. He wasn't.
So my point is, Salah, when you wanted a contract, you were jumping on other people's interviews. Virgil will be interviewed and then he will pop up. And then he will make it about him. Right now, you disappeared. You are one of the leaders. As a matter of fact, you wanted to be the captain. Where are you? We need to hear from the leaders, because if you guys want the young players to step up, the leaders also have to empower the young players to step up. And if you have Virgil out here berating Kirkers every single time, that's not a leader who's trying to make a young player succeed. Big up 12 man. Thank you for coming in. What you saying, bro? I know you are loaded with your stats. What are you saying, 12 man?
Yeah,
right now, anybody could get it.
I know. I get you. I wanted to make sure. So I understand this the 70% quote. I just want to make. I only put that stat in because it's not. It was 70% at a certain point of the year, but it wasn't
correct
the entire year 70%. So
yeah,
that's just kind of making it look. That's kind of putting your thumb on the scale. I just want to make sure that wasn't put out. But realistically, I understand exactly what a lot of people are saying. But these are a lot of these things I've been trying to get out. What, last year, the year before? I know JK's on the panel. He can back me up with some of the things that we've been talking about this coach. Is that a lot of things that we're seeing or we already saw, but people just shrugged off because we were winning.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes to this team, I understand there's a lot of there might people that think there's egos, and there might people think that needs to certain things need to happen. But when you just mentioned Virgil van Dijk, especially, look, Virgil has been possibly the only face that you actually have seen speaking on Liverpool. Maybe Robbo in a blue moon because he's the vice captain. He should be, but you're right. Ali's been injured, so you're not going to hear from Ali.
Mm-hmm.
Mohamed Salah is not stepping forward. He's actually stepping backwards away from having to deal with the drama and answering questions and the likes. So when you look at this team, a lot of the components that were meant to be the components that push us over the line, the components that have been through the fire, through the wire, they're not here any longer. And when you're a coach that doesn't necessarily have that that gravitas that our former coach has, that can make you, want to play for the coach or say things that motivate you in the way that they should, where do you turn? No, that's my question to the panel, because where do you turn? All these things are.
That's a very good question. That's a very good question, my brother. That's why I'm looking at Edwards and Hughes. If you are happy with this, you have never seen Anfield empty before, except it was a protest. Even Uncle Roy did not get an empty stadium. And you know that you walked away when you were playing Manchester United. You walked away playing Forest, the team that was 19th in the league. I'm sorry. Anybody on that team, on the squad, the manager and the directors can get it. The fans, it's easy to blame the fans because we didn't cheer hard enough. At this point, what do you want the fans to do?
You got to give them something to cheer. You can't get angry at the crowd because they're not cheering, and you're not giving them anything to cheer for. I agree with that.
Because the thing is, this is the thing that is frustrating. Like yesterday, Virgil, I was so disappointed at him. It was so embarrassing. You telling me Virgil, the best center back, and I still say it, and I'll say it till then I see the next one. He is the greatest center back in the EPL history. Period. Go argue with your mama. But I'm sorry, this is not what the goal does. You literally punch the ball, and then have you guys realized that every time he makes a mistake, he overplay himself trying to make up for it, and he's all over the place instead of where he needs to be at. Right now, the manager. Go ahead, Bruno.
That's true.
I think that Canate is all talk but no walk. He does a lot of talking, but he doesn't do enough walking.
Wrong, man.
And he needs to do more walking. He needs to step up and actually do what he's supposed to do. Engage in the defense, man. Stop standing there like a flipping statue. I've said this old coppish. Stop standing there like a flipping statue and engage. Put a foot in, get a challenge in. Not allowing the attacker to get past you like you're playing against a 5-year-old, man. It's so boring. It's so
Bruno.
It pisses me off.
At this point, those players have given up on the manager. What Virgil did, that's exactly what Virgil is like. Aziz said it was funny, but he's right. Virgil trying to get the manager fired. Konate's face, every time Konate is subs and he walks off, he's looking at it like, I'm doing 3-4 people's job, and when I make one mistake, guess who get blamed? Me.
That's me, bro. Yeah.
It's not acceptable.
Yeah.
He's singing. Bless up, Clark, man. How you cool, bro?
Thank you, brother.
Bruno's got his mic up. He's singing.
Who?
Bruno Mars.
You know what I'm saying? So yes, it's frustrating and it feels like hurtful to say Salah. No, Salah, you're supposed to usher the new generation. Your job is to lift them up. Right? When you are subbed by the manager, let it be, you know what? You guys go out there and try harder. None of this, oh, he wants to play. He wants to show that he wants. No, brother. That's not why we needed you at the time. We needed you to be happy for the guys winning and you go in there and say, you know what? It's my turn, coach. But you show, and then he comes on and he has the opportunity to help Wirtz. Remember, Wirtz needs to step up. He had an opportunity to help Wirtz to step up. What does he do? He shoots the ball to the side net. The leaders are the problem. Includes the manager because he's a leader. And right now, Edwards and Hughes are the worst out of all of them right now. Because they're watching this and they say, you know what? We're going to give him another chance. Liverpool lose against West Ham and wait and see what happens. You wait and see what happens if Liverpool lose against West Ham.
Do we sack him after that?
You should have sacked him when he lost to Manchester United.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. But like, because we left a little too late. I don't know, man. Like the thing is, like, even if a new manager comes in, I don't know if the players will be confident enough to perform again. You know what I'm saying?
But that's why some of us are scared of, because if you know what's going to happen, if a new manager comes in, he has to work hard to build that confidence up, and all that confidence can shut away with one bad performance.
Yeah,
and that's why a lot of people are screaming back for Jurgen Klopp, because of his man management. You see what I'm saying? I'm looking at the owners, and that's why I was saying, I know it was funny, but I say, guess what? Bring in Zizou, bring in Stevie G. All of this for vibes. It's not for the future. It's just for vibes at this point. Get the vibes back up there.
You get the confidence back going.
Get the confidence back. Let all those guys, it's a World Cup. You know, let me play hard, especially those who are, a lot of them are going to play in the World Cup. So just get the vibes going. And then you have 6 months to figure out who's going to next manager. We know Xabi is not going to stay at Real Madrid for long, but he's not leaving right now unless they fire him.
I think Xavi's gonna stay at Real Madrid because they're gonna look at the market right now, and they're not that bad. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna stay for at least another year or two, right? I would love, the dream one for me is Enrique. We'll try to convince him to come to the Prem. That's the dream one for me. That's a dream choice.
And a manager like him, Enrique, I think he would take the challenge because he has done something that no manager has done for PSG.
Yeah, right? And he can like complete the set for like trophies, like all over, like all the big, like, you know, like
he already won the
present
league.
That to him.
Yeah. Winning the league is not a challenge for him. Winning the league is not a challenge for Enrique in Paris. Or I mean in Ligue 1. The Champions League was.
Yeah.
That's what they wanted. He's done it. So yes, it's impossible. No, I won't say it's impossible. It's improbable. But 12 men, there's a possibility that he could say, you know what? I want to go over there and challenge myself. I won with Barcelona. I won with PSG. He wins with Liverpool. He wins with Liverpool. People, we may have to start talking to him like, yo, I know Pep did it, but Pep may have done it in the volume, but Enrique is doing it even in the toughest circumstances.
Yeah.
Well, not too tough, but I'm making it
right
up.
now he's come to Liverpool where we got money now. So like he's gonna get funded the same way as he got in Barcelona and he got in PSG. So like he comes to us right now, we're gonna back him. You know.
You know what, Aziz? You twisted my arm. I'm campaigning for Enrique. Enrique for Liverpool. Enrique for Liverpool, people. I'm campaigning for Enrique. 12 men. You know, usually when I campaign, it happens, right? I'm calling Edwards. While we are eating the turkey, I'm telling him, call Paris. They don't need a Champions League anymore right now, anyway. Right? Get Enrique to Liverpool. Go ahead, JK. JK, are you talking to us or somebody else?
I think that's someone in the background.
Oh, somebody in the background. Okay.
I know that also. I just wanted to state something from my statistic that I threw up. I know that there is this emphasis that Mohamed Salah won us the league last year. I'm not saying that he wasn't an influential.
He was influential, but he did it.
But he wasn't. He wasn't the only factor. We had some of the best numbers from our left side since the Mane days, basically. So if you're going to really be truthful with your assessments, you have to recognize the fact that Diaz, both Cody, all had comparable numbers to what Mohamed Salah played or contributed on the right hand side, and you have to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
No, you're right. And you know the funny thing is, see, these are people. Oh God, this is what I'm gonna say. People don't know 12 men. The fact that even 12 men, this is negative for 12 men to say what he just said. Like, where is Fuzzy when I need the Undertaker bell?
Yeah.
12 men is in the negative. He is in the dark side with me. This everything that 12 men is saying, that is the most negative thing I've heard 12 men say. So we are in the dark, people. We are in the dark. And somebody is blaming me because I don't have my barbershop back. People, I need somebody to.
Can I
go ahead?
I've said something that has been relatively controversial, and one of the things that I'm starting to lean towards more so, or campaign more towards so, is I know people keep talking about bringing. Look, if we can get Elise, fantastic, or if we can resurrect, the form to Mohamed Salah, fantastic. But and I think that I do appreciate Cody Hackbo. I think he's a talented player, and I think that he does provide us numbers. He's the reason why we advance so well in the League Cups and domestic cups. But I just think that this team, truthfully, we all talk about identity. What's the identity? No one knows the identity of this team primarily. And the one thing that at least we had was from the previous regime was that we at least had an identity of the counter pressing or the intensity and things such as that. But if we're going to go forward, I honestly think that this whole talk about our wingers and this wing, and we're going to bring Semenyo and we're going to bring all those things, I honestly could see us, or would like to see us, possibly phase out of Salah. And maybe even Cody Hackbo, maybe we sell him as well. It's not like he's untouchable, but just to register money. But I would like to see us focus more on bringing a DM, bringing a center half as our primary features of bringing this team together. And if we were to go to a 4-4-2, which I've been campaigning for forever on now, that would mean that Salah wouldn't be in a starting lineup. You wouldn't have necessarily a Cody Hackbo in a 4-4-2. So if you do focus, if you do say to yourself, okay, yeah, we can utilize 4-2-3-1s and 4-3-3s, sure, certainly, for if the opposition calls for it. But if we do transition to becoming a 4-4-2 team, then the emphasis of is Salah playing well or is he playing defense or anything doesn't become a question because he's not a part of 4-4-2. And I think that eventually we have to, I think one solution could be we phase ourselves from this 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3 into a 4-4-2, and we focus on bringing a DM. I don't care if it's Wharton, I don't care if it's Baleba, I don't care if it's Camavinga. We bring in a DM, a quality DM that could challenge for a Gravenberg spot, or if not, put Gravenberch onto the right side or something along those lines. And then we also focus on bringing in a talented and someone's going to be the future of our center halves. And I think that's the future. Not necessarily, we keep talking about all these offensive weapons, bring in all these, frontline players. And it's like, it's not necessarily our offense it's the issue. It's more so our midfield, fortifying our midfield and having a competent and stable back line. Those are the key parts of our offense. And then by bringing in, and I'll land here, by bringing in a center half the way that we need, you can then utilize, with the 4-4-2, you could utilize Frimpong or Kirkaz to do what they're naturally meant to do, which is bomb forward, provide the whip by creating that as being the players that go that stay wide. But other than that, if we're going to continue to try to, shoehorn some of these players into these positions, we're going to get what we get.
That's a good point. JK, you back? No. Anyway, people, this was an attempt for therapy, but it became more of a crash out.
Total recall on it.
I always provide the chaos, don't I, Quaz?
It became more chaotic than I expected. I just wanted to bring people back from the dark side. Well,
we're in the dark side already, bro.
We're already on the dark side, man.
And we're having a party.
We tried, and FSG did not help. We were supposed to come out today and hear the news that this guy is gone.
He did a press conference about an hour ago now.
Yeah.
Game.
The nerve of him. The nerve of him.
By the way, he should refund the tickets for the guys who watched the game yesterday. He should give full refund. Bro, like, what the hell is that, bro? Why do I pay money, like crazy amounts of money to watch that? Like, what the hell?
It's sad.
Like, he robbed, like, how many people in Anfield? He robbed 65,000 people right now, yesterday. He robbed them.
Yeah, it was the first time I heard booze as well.
Oh, there was booze?
I heard booze. Even Norman, who goes to the games, he was saying there was some booze.
Pops, trust me, man. At this point, I'm very close to start screaming FSG out. No FSG. Edwards.
Because for me, I've always been FSG out.
But he's not going to invite you in the yacht, bro, if you say that.
That's okay. I go to J Dobbs' yacht. It's J Dobbs' yacht, not Edwards' yacht. It's Uncle W's yacht. Me and Dobb are like this, right?
Yeah, but look, at the end of the day, they spent that much money in the summer, and it was like first time in a long time. I've always said these guys have never supported the manager money-wise. They did it this season, so I'm rubbing my hands thinking, what is not going to conjure up here? And what's happened is he's not be able to handle. He's not using his brain enough for me. Like when you got them ingredients, you can make 3, 4, 5, 6 dishes, no problem. But he don't seem to be able to do that. Why not? Because he's got enough players. He's got enough backroom staff there with iPads working on something, and they're not coming up with the formula with these guys. Like yesterday was a perfect game where he could have played Isaac Ekitike up top, play Salah behind him. Something totally different. If it worked, it worked. If it didn't, because we lost 4-1 anyway. So who gives a fuck? And that's why
I don't play Rio, bro. Started Rio instead of Gapco.
Yesterday we said we needed a radical change, right? And he went back to the same thing.
He went back to the same, playing the midfielder right back.
Didn't you hear like a report that said we're going to change something different in our style of play? Did you hear something like that?
Yeah, that's what he was saying after we lost to Forest.
And he
look, after we equalised, we played well for 20 minutes, but we didn't do what we need to do, get another goal. We don't do that no more.
And every time we go behind, he does the same thing. You put Gravenberg at center back, and then he puts 6 attackers. And then they counter-attack again, and they score another goal.
And then they blame Konate for it.
No, they take Konate out, and then they put, like, in my opinion, you should have taken out Virgil, not Konate. Virgil was much worse yesterday, bro.
Yeah, Virgil was hyped yesterday because you could see it in the way he kicked the guy in the face. That was hype for energy. He was hype.
Bro, Virgil is legitimately, he's hot in the head right now. You should not be standing next to Virgil right now. Nobody should be shaking his hand. Nobody should try to get an interview with him. Right now, Virgil, he's a hostile person right now. You can't.
Yeah, but bro, don't you think though? Look what he's given us over the years. Now is now, I understand. But it's the time where us fans showed that respect for what he's done. And just like, you know what? Let it be and think, I'm not going to take the piss out of him or Salah. Because for me, what they've already gave us, whatever his wages are his wages. I don't care how much he earns. That's his thing. But as players for our club, They've gave 100%, and all of a sudden now Virgil's not really at the races. And the blasphemous words I'm hearing concerning him is for me a bit too much.
I say sell him. Sell him. Sell him. Listen.
Tell everybody. Huh?
I'm playing.
At this point, why not, bro? At this point, why not?
If FSG say we're gonna put a statue of Virgil somewhere, I'll be all up for it, campaigning hard. But right now, what he's giving to me right now, sell him.
Yeah.
Because this is what you have to understand, JK, and some Liverpool fans.
How much are you getting? How much are you getting for it? Be honest. What are you getting?
Three something?
I don't know, but I think it's somewhere 250, close to 3, right? Whatever he's getting, he has earned it. That's not the problem. I'm looking at his performance. Whatever he's getting, Salah, whoever.
No. Wait. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You just said sell Virgil van Dijk, right?
Yeah.
That's what they're saying, bro.
And now, what I'm asking, what are you expecting to get back in return?
Endo playing centre back, bro.
You're not gonna get. Okay, let's say it this way.
Center back.
You can tell me who you're going to bring in as a center back. Replacement.
I could counter it easily.
I'm asking, how much are you getting? Like, as in getting 30 million?
Right now, you're not gonna get that much. You'll probably get 40 million.
That's if you're lucky.
If you're lucky,
too.
Yeah,
that's
because everybody knows that he's past his prime.
40 million. Okay, just bear with me, please. 40 million. Well, who are you getting for 40 million to replace?
25.
No, but you gotta add money to it. You can't just like sell a player, use that exact same money to buy somebody else. You gotta add money to it because it's
he's asking me who do I go get it. I said I spend the 25 and go get Gehi.
You don't have to.
No, Gehi, you can get him now. Like, it's not a big deal.
But I mean, like,
but he's asking me the question, so I'm telling him I already got one cock and loaded. Pause.
Okay.
Pause. But what I'm saying is, this is what I'm trying to get at, 12 man. This is why I'm so dark in the dark side, right?
So you're going to pay 40 million for Gehi, who you can get.
No, 25. And spend the other 15 for an up and coming one.
We're in a tough situation.
But see, this is what. Okay, let me ask 12 man this. Does Arsenal has a Virgil on their team?
No.
But they're winning, right?
Yeah.
That's because they have two.
It doesn't matter how many they have. They're winning without a Virgil. They're winning without every other team that is above us. Remember, we are 12. Your namesake. 12. You need to change your name to 1.
So it can go back to 1 again.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
They are winning without a Virgil. So it is possible. Now, are we going to ever find another Virgil? It's impossible.
It's impossible.
It doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist yet.
But you're talking about a team that has quite arguably the number 2 rated center half in the league and the number 3 rated center half in the league.
That's my point. We are so focused on Virgil.
So you're saying because, but that's, you deal with accounting. Like,
no, if you do accounting,
I know, but okay, guys.
Nah, that's why you have to understand. Eventually, the investment is going bad. You have to find a new investment. If I'm a hedge fund manager and I'm investing your money and I keep losing it and I keep blaming it on the market, you're gonna move on to another hedge fund manager.
For me, like Gehi and Leone will be like a future center back partner. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It doesn't matter where Gehi rent because there's nobody who is Virgil van Dijk in the English Premier League. And like I said,
you want to get rid of him though.
Exactly, because
you just told me that there's no one in the Premier League, nowhere in Europe that is Virgil van Dijk.
Right.
Yet you want to get rid of.
But yet, guess what? Those teams are winning. 12 men. You keep forgetting the other part. Those teams are winning. We are 12 in the EPL with that.
Those teams don't run. Those teams don't run the same system.
So that's the problem. We are focused on one guy always saving us. Go get good defenders who will put in the work. They are doing it. Why can't we?
That's true. And the thing is, like, Virgil wasn't Virgil when we bought him. He became Virgil when he came to us.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Like the thing is, like that's part of the reason why I want this manager out, because like his management skills was very poor. He doesn't improve players very well. He makes players sometimes decline, to be honest with you. So like that's something that we always need to look at, because we got to understand something. They're not. We can't buy every single elite player in the world. No.
Nope.
Sometimes we got to make players in the house.
Now,
That's why man management is very important for us to get.
And check this out.
Until this year, that's all we've done.
That's all we did.
Make players.
That's all we did.
Your guys,
but you have to do a combination of both. It's not like one or the
other. You're saying one thing and then saying another. Like,
no. I've been consistent. I've been consistent. If I'm saying sell Salah, sell Virgil, they both got 2 years left. Eventually, we're not gonna need them anymore. So then what? We're gonna keep pumping them with steroids so that they keep playing? No. They're declining. So let's be honest.
You're basically saying sell 2 of our best players, and we're going to get better by doing so. That's what you're. That's eventually.
Okay.
That is exactly.
Yes. We're going to get better. At least, guess what? Guess what? 12 men. Listen, they have 2 years contract left. Eventually, FSG. Let me finish. 1 year and a half years. Eventually, FSG is not going to replace. Is not going to re-sign that contract. Then what?
So you're trying to saying,
for me, 100% Salah is getting sold.
Cut our
for me,
ties
next season, he's gone.
Because again, if you're saying 40 million, okay, that's high number, I think, right? But you're saying that's what you get for Virgil van Dijk now at his age and the likes. You might get that, you might not get that, but then it depends on what team you're trying to get that from. Because another top tier team isn't probably going to pay 40 million for Virgil van Dijk.
I'll give you a perfect example. I'll give you a perfect example. There is no Virgil anywhere else. Barcelona had Ronaldinho and they sold him. Bye-bye. Eto'o, bye-bye. Because they have another crop coming and they made a sacrifice. Eventually, Liverpool has to let these old guys go. They've done wonderful for us. They brought us joy to the level of, if you find an OPM, I will want to see it. But eventually, it's time for us to start finding the next level. We're not going to get the next Salah. We're not going to get the next Salah or the next Virgil if we don't make an effort to do that. Eventually, Virgil will have to sit down and watch from the bench, not just during Carabao Cup or FA Cup. Eventually, he has to sit outside. He plays almost 60 games every season. No human being can keep doing it every single season at that peak level.
He plays for Holland every game, 90 minutes.
Eventually, he's human. People need to recognize that he's human.
Yeah, we need to do with them like what City was doing with De Bruyne last season. You know what I'm saying? They'll rotate him a little bit, bring him in if they need a win or something like that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, they can't be starting.
Wait, hold on, because you guys are making false equivalencies. First off, KDB wasn't playing because of injuries. It wasn't because he is injuries and because the injuries had affected his ability to perform. That's not Mohamed Salah right now. We're not talking about
I agree, but
a player working back from injuries. We're not talking about Virgil van Dijk in and out of the lineup because of injuries. We're talking about 2 players that are on bad form. I will understand.
That's what it is.
That. But you also got to recognize that. Yeah, but class is permanent, form is temporary. Like those things are realistic. If you don't think that some of the intangibles that Virgil van Dijk and Mohamed Salah bring to this team are important qualities that need to be a part of our makeup, then you're kidding yourself. Then you're discrediting everything that they brought to the table before this. And we have to figure out a way to build off of that. I understand that implementing and gelling with these new components has to be found out. And this coach, you have to hope that he can find it out. He hasn't been successful so far. But realistically, saying that we're going to make our team better by getting rid of the best parts of our team is not exactly.
Alex Ferguson did it every single season. Alex Ferguson did it every single season and got better and better.
Yeah, he was
to be honest with you, he didn't really do anything with Rooney. Rooney was pretty much there the whole time.
Yeah, but he took Van was it the guy that looks like who?
Van Persie?
No, Van Nistelrooy.
Yeah.
So that Ronaldo can shine. These people have done great things. We are not in the past. Listen, let me see.
That's not even like not a false equivalency. There's no Ronaldo sitting behind Mohamed Salah.
Yeah, but you know,
how do we know it if we don't bring? How will we, 12 men? If you don't give somebody an opportunity, how do we know that Rio cannot be the next Mo Salah if we don't give him an opportunity?
God. There's
no. Don't say one and then say it's a false equivalent.
He's naturally gifted too, bro.
He is gifted. If he doesn't get an opportunity by playing, he can sit there and watch Mo Salah all day, every day, and he's never going to grow.
So your answer is
your theory. You could have theory, yes, But your practicum, you said they bring tangible things to the club. Facts.
Yeah.
But then guess what? You forgetting. There's a practicum side to that theory, which is the kid has to perform. You could take all the notes you want. You could videotape Mo Salah and Virgil all you want. But if you don't show it by showing it how they do it, it's not going to do anything. So we need to figure a way to replace him. We still have it. We still keeping that Virgil and Salah has been playing day in and day out. They are humans. Eventually, their body is going to give up. You said, and you made a very good point. And you thought you cornered me, 12 man. You smart, but I got you. You said form is temporarily, class is permanent.
Forever, yeah.
But guess what? It's also forever. Father Time is undefeated. And right now, Father Time is showing his age. He's showing his powers on Salah and what's his name, Virgil.
Virgil, yeah.
And there's nothing they can do.
That's why the Gay signing was very important for us, because like he would have taken some minutes off of Virgil. People would say he would have taken minutes out of Konate. Yeah, that was cool. But there was a possibility that he could have taken some minutes off of Virgil, because Virgil plays too many games, bro.
Too many.
He plays every single game for Netherlands, and he plays every single game for us, bro. The brother doesn't get a break, bro. That's why he's acting the way he's acting right now. Yeah.
And that's how, when you see his performances, that's fatigue.
Yeah. And then frustration at the same time.
All mixed up. Yeah.
No, I was going to say, okay, Pop, you're right. Why don't we have the replacement? That's a very good question. But then also, you have to look at it this way. If you have a manager, real quick, right?
Yeah.
Even if you have the replacement, right? If you have the replacement and you don't have a manager who is willing to give the replacement an opportunity, no one is coming. Spurs had the same problem. Kane was there. Nobody wants to come sit behind Kane because I'm not going to get enough playing time.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, the thing is, Quasi too. This guy, even when we do get the replacement, he never uses them, bro. Like Leone was on the bench until he played against Southampton. He was on the bench. He wasn't even in the match day squad, bro. People say like we lost to Leone, that's why we're crap. No, he wasn't gonna play him anyway, even if he didn't get injured.
This kid was talented.
He's talented, and he's not. And he's giving him. He gave him one game after we had him, and there was 5 games before that he could have played him. 5 games. He was on the bench against Newcastle. We needed a defender at that time because he did 2 goals with 10 men. We needed a defender at that time.
Yeah,
he was on the bench against Newcastle. The thing is, he doesn't get like the thing is, even when he does have the options there, he
doesn't use them.
He has his favorites and he just rinses them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He has a favorite and he rinses them.
And
he doesn't leave them alone.
Like I always say this, like when any club you're a manager of, you've got to keep the ship sweet. You've got to keep everyone fucking happy. And that means sometimes you've got to do things to keep the players happy, bro, because one bad apple will ruin the whole fucking basket. Hence, World Klopp for me was the master at that.
Yeah.
Klopp, for some reason, you've seen how, look, he's treated Chiesa the way he has, but now Chiesa looks fit. First time in years. So whatever he did it right. Even though he pissed us off because we wanted to see more of it.
That's the physios, by the way. That's not on him. The physios, by the way, Chiesa looks sharp and fit, not just fit. He looks both sharp and fit, and he's not giving him garbage minutes, bro.
Yeah,
Chiesa, when he came on yesterday, bro, he was angry. He was kicking everybody, bro. He was pissed off, bro. He brought him up after we went 3-1 down.
That's what we need right now, someone like him.
Yeah.
No, I mean, the thing is, and I know 12 man is looking at me this is crazy what you say, but I'm sorry. For you can't move on. Sometimes the lion, there's a reason why lions are always my favorite animal. The young lion has to take the big lion out. That's all. That's why
why it's interesting is because I do read the chat. So I mean, some people have to like tone down the rhetoric a little bit, but like,
be respectful.
I did literally just say that I asked for a 4-4-2, and I said that we would have to phase out Salah. I understand that, but I didn't say that we need to get rid of him. That's the difference.
I'm at that point. I'm so dark. You see that guy behind me, 12 man?
I get that, Undertaker. Okay. But I mean, like, this is what I mean is that I also think that there are components or there are things that Salah still brings to the game that can be useful and contributional to our efforts. It's just a matter of creating schemes and systems that it can capitalize off of it. If this team I know that you weren't over the hills or with our performance at Frankfurt, but I've been utilizing that as being my talking point. And that I think that this coach saw in this 9 out of 12 losses that we've had, when we went to Frankfurt, we saw a team that utilized
how many losses?
Different system. I know 9 out of 12, but I'm talking about one of the W's, and I'm talking about one of our most significant W's, and that was when we utilized a different formation. We saw the emergence of a player that I think should be the cornerstone of our offense, being Florian Wirtz. These things are recognizable. You're right about this is something again, JK can back me up on this. This is something that we've been complaining about ever since PSG last year. Southampton, PSG run. This coach will find something that works and then go away from it. So the difference is that I'm not saying that you can't eventually. There's not going to be a day without Mohamed Salah or without Virgil van Dijk. I recognize the fact of how old they are and the likes. However, I am saying that even at this stage in Virgil van Dijk's career, he is still hands above the good majority of center halves.
95% of
reference. Yeah. Reference in trying to bring in. So if that's the case, I'm either looking at it from a perspective of is trying to cash out for 20 million or 25 million or something like that worth it, or is it more worth having a center half that is better than 95% of the center halves out there? I am saying I would rather have Virgil van Dijk for what he means to this club, for what he brings to this club, for the fact that he is a big part of this club. I'd rather utilize that as an asset. You might not, but
can I ask a question? Right now, Virgil van Dijk and Salah, are they helping the club or are they hindering the club?
All right, say one question one more time. Sorry.
Right now, Virgil and Salah. I'm not going to say the club. Are they hindering the players or are they helping the players?
Are they hindering the players? You mean like are they actively trying to sabotage the season?
No, they're not actively. They are not, like I said, they are not purposely. I mean, I'll forgive him for the penalty.
They probably were. I don't know, man. But I guess it was.
Right now, whatever they're doing right now, whatever Virgil is, from what we've seen, what Virgil and Salah have done for the club, right now, are they helping or are they hurting the club? I'm trying to find a better way to say. Is it positive or is it constructive?
It depends on how you're looking at it. As in, like, there's things that I am sure Virgil van Dijk is doing on and off the pitch. True. I'm sure. I mean, as a leader of this team, he has certainly gotten in people's faces, whether it's on, during the game or in the locker room. Okay, that is something. I can't necessarily speak for Salah because that hasn't been reported on as it. And you're right. The Jamie Carragher's comments. I've mentioned this when you're talking about leadership, and I've heard people say that they wanted Mohamed Salah for leader rather than Virgil van Dijk. And I'm sitting there going like, well, if he's if Mohamed Salah is the leader that you think he is, then why haven't we heard from him since the beginning of the season practice? Other than for man of the match award, presentations or something along those lines. When have you heard Salah come out and speak about the club or speak about or be as a representative for the club? It doesn't happen. So what I am saying is I appreciate Virgil van Dijk for what he does, which is he has to sit there and despite the fact that this team is losing, he has to be the pincushion for everyone's darts. That's not an easy thing to have to do, and that's probably why Curtis Jones had to do it yesterday, because he's just been oversaturated by getting all the flack and all the blame. But there are other leaders on this team. One of the best.
Captain Ben.
I'll land real quick.
Yeah.
This is one of the things I remember, especially because this is a point that you brought up when it happened. I remember. I don't remember the particular game, the exact game it did, but there was a time when this team was facing, under Klopp, was facing similar criticism. They were faltering. They were trying to find their way. They were fighting to get into the top 4 at the time. And Ali came out. Ali did a presentation. I know you love Allison. Ali did a presentation, did a press conference after the game, and he actually said this team is together. He spoke about these things, and it's one of those things where, like, you could believe that, you can understand the fact that the locker room understood that.
You said Allison said that?
Yeah, when
I know how much I love Allison, right?
Go ahead.
He's BSing. These players, I'm sorry, 12 man. I'm sorry that I cut you off. And Pops,
this is
you see how real quick. You see how Pop is putting pressure on me to talk to Edwards to get rid of this guy? That's the same pressure I'm putting on Virgil, because that's what leaders do. I've told Edwards this fraud has to go. I'm sorry if the word fraud is offensive to some people. Okay, I'm not going to use it anymore. And his slot has to go. I've told it.
A fraud, bro.
And if he is not gone, I'm sorry. If people say Edward and Hughes out, I'm not going to disagree with that, because if you are happy with what's going on, I'm sorry. What kind of directors are you? So, Pop, I'm on you with that one. The brain needs to fix this. Otherwise, we may have to cut the tumor from the brain. And right now, they're not helping. And they need to come out. If they're going to support the manager, come out and make a statement. Get everybody,
bro. They say they're backing the manager.
They made it through
that's how they're gonna
back
do
channels.
It, bro.
No. See, this one.
That's how it is, bro. That's
see,
how it
I
is.
like what 12 man is saying. In a way, even though I'm debating 12 man, there's certain part where I'm agree with. They want to get everybody together, come out and say, "Hey, listen, we are struggling. These guys are working hard. We've seen it firsthand. The manager is trying. Let's all get together behind them." At least you will get 15% of people who are upset say, "You know what? Let's do that," because Liverpool fans, we will support the club regardless. But
like Quasi, didn't Paul Joyce said he reported that they were backing the manager?
Like I said, I need the club to make that statement, not Paul Joyce.
This is how we make statements.
No. They make statement when they want to make statements.
These guys run directly for the club.
The display.
I'll give you an example. When things got so hot where everybody was Amorim needs to leave recently, what did what's the name? Yeah, the owner, what's the name? The partial owner.
It wasn't a serious. They did an interview and they said they were backing him.
Wasn't like, he said the owner, the owner himself. The owner himself came in. Right? Huh?
Wasn't Gary Neville doing an interview with the owner of Man United?
Yes,
and then he said he was backing him.
Yep, he said we're gonna. He said yes.
But that's through an interview. That wasn't a club statement. He was
Sir Ratcliffe himself. If Sir Ratcliffe, who's the owner, said it, the club have said it. He's not going to go behind
the context, right? You understand the context behind it, right?
I understand that you said the club, but he's the owner. Right now, he is the owner of the football side.
But bro, you're saying you're asking for a direct club replacement. We don't do that, bro.
No. You didn't get what I said. I said that somebody like Edwards or Hughes needs to make a statement saying we are all behind the team and the manager.
Yeah, but we're quiet. We don't do things avertedly. We're very quiet as ownership. You understand?
I'm saying,
and the thing is, bro, the display yesterday showed me that the players ain't behind the manager.
Yeah. Even if we sack him, it's gonna be a complete surprise. You won't see it coming. Like even when we do sack him.
No, but it's fine. That's fine. But when you see this, when things go bad, you need the people at the top to bring everybody together. Right now, the fans are not listening to the players. So all that Virgil speech and help us, it goes on deaf ears. Nobody definitely not listening to the manager, right? You don't watch his speech anymore. So who's next? Who's next?
I understand what you mean, by the way, Quasi, right? I understand and I agree with you, right? I'm just telling you what the club actually do. Like we're not that type of club, like to make big statements. Like we're always very, very quiet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like we always go by our business. We're always like, everything is on the down low. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I agree with you what you're saying, by the way. If you're backing this guy, put all the cards on the table and let us know. But
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I agree with you on that. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Look, yesterday's game, we lost 3-0 to Forest at the weekend.
Pop, get on the show, man. Pop, get on the show. Stop being a bad outside, what they call it? Troublemaker. He's the one who's instigating. He started on the back with everybody else, and he's instigating. Come on the show. I'm not Rattle. I'm on the dark side. I'm way beyond Rattle, man. You see that guy behind me, Pops? Go ahead, JK.
No, I'm just saying, bro. I always say it like this. What we seen on the pitch yesterday. What does that tell you? That tells me the manager can't get these guys to be solid characters and players. He can't do it. 9 defeats out of 12 is a bit too much for me.
You know the crazy thing is, if yesterday was a stand-on-off performance, nobody would have ever mentioned the manager.
This
they would have been, yeah.
This is a regular Tuesday now. This is like a normal day in
right?
the office, bro.
Nobody would have, right, 12 men. If this was a standalone performance, everybody would have been on Virgil's behind, Salah's behind. Like, it would have been the players' fault.
It was the players' fault, yeah.
But this one has been systematic. That's why people are saying the manager has to go. And the thing is,
system, like, it's also like he can't motivate the players to play for him no more. That's the main issue.
That's the main fault. That's the main thing. It all boils down to that. For me, the manager's job or the coach's job is to bring the best out of what he's got in front of him. And this guy has not got that in him to do that. Because why? We've seen 10 goals in 3 games conceded.
No, I get that. But
we own the league.
The coach did. And then look, I'm critical of this coach. I've been critical since, for the past year now. But
yeah, you've been very negative lately.
But I know, exactly. Dark side.
Even at the end of last season, 12 said that Slot, we both agreed that Szoboszlai and Slot weren't great at the end of the season. So, I've been saying for a while, I said at the end of last season, we didn't finish the season off like champions. We were losing games all the time, and I was thinking,
That's very true.
And like
I do hate that, by the way. Yeah.
That week there, for me, was an eye-opener. I was like, okay, we won the league. We're going to win the league. But we can't beat Newcastle in the final and PSG after being 1-0 up. That got me worrying. And then I seen the casual vibe we went to the end of the season. I was thinking, I don't really like this.
The DJ, the manager is a DJ. Did you guys know that?
He's too casual. He's a little bit casual. He ain't got no fire in him. He looks like he's a serious guy. But I think the way he's serious isn't the way
I think this is the thing that happened with the manager. He got way too comfortable, way too fast.
Yeah.
Way too fast.
Way too fast.
Way too fast. That is
wasn't
what
showing us that hunger for from day one. Like he wants to be better, and
bro,
we weren't seeing that. Yeah.
When he first came here, he didn't have 75% of his players because they were in all international tournament. Preseason, he had to use players that were never going to see the field, and we saw that this guy has a philosophy. We were excited. That's how we saw Trey. Young Trey came out. We're like, yo, we have this kid in the chamber. And then Salah and the other guy, not Salah, I mean Virgil and the other guys came in and they fitted like a glove. So we were like, okay, we will be okay. Because everybody will tell you, I wanted Zizou, the other ball guy. Some people went in Amorim, some people went in Alonso, whatever. But
yeah, I wanted Amorim at the time.
You know what I mean? The sensible people in Liverpool didn't care who the manager was. We said we supported the manager. Some people did not. They stayed there with Klopp, even though Klopp was not even on the team anymore. Some people say we're not even going to support the club because we chose somebody else. I didn't know who Slot is, but we said we're going to support the manager because we support the club. And he did a very good job all the way till February. And then you could see that's where I think there was a talk of possible new contract or something. He got very, very comfortable after that. And then everything went down. This preseason was the first preseason he has 90% of his players. And that was the worst preseason I've seen in a long time. It felt like we were not prepared. That's all I see. It felt like we were not prepared. He was playing players that didn't fit what he was trying to do. He was making mistakes and he didn't fix it there. We were like, oh, that's just preseason. We'll get better. It's just preseason.
Things like selling Darwin, selling Harvey Elliott, like that Paris Saint-Germain game. Elliott and Darwin were subs, brought them on, both of them. Darwin set up Elliott.
No one has the game, yeah.
And what Slot did, because he wanted to be his own guy, he took Klopp's team last season, got the best out of it, and then he thought, you know what, I'm going to get rid of everyone, and everyone just left. Like, who we got left? We got Salah, Virgil, Alisson. I don't include Gravenberch and them guys, but he got rid of Kwanzaa, Elliott. Where he just wanted to get rid of everything that Klopp had a link to. You know what I mean?
Let's be honest. The only player that should have probably not left was Diaz. Everybody else was not good enough.
They could have left. I think Elliott too. You can make a case for Elliott.
No, Elliott was
the bench.
Elliott was never going to. You seen the way Szoboszlai is playing? Where is he going to play? He wasn't going to get an opportunity.
He will be a super sub,
bro. But we have set up ourselves for, like I said, I mentioned the Frankfurt game. I'm talking about. Look, I've mentioned about how I didn't like some of the substitution patterns that this coach makes, and when I saw the lineup for yesterday, I said to myself, okay, we just lost 3-0 to at the Etihad. We lost 3-0 at home to Nottingham Forest. And what do? You end up taking out Ali because he's sick. I understand that. But other than that, you take out Ekitike and put in Isak, who hasn't performed well at all. We were trying to find some type of form, and then you bring out the exact same lineup. That's like you saying, you doubling down and saying, I'm going to prove this to work. We're going to make this work no matter how it happens. And that can be frustrating. And I'm with people on that front. You know,
what do you guys think?
I'm not saying that Salah can't be dropped. I'm not saying that anyone on this team can't be dropped. But what I am saying is that it is frustrating because this coach has seen success with certain lineups or certain configurations, and yet he still goes and doubles down by going back to what failed. And that is the most frustrating and troubling thing that I see with this coach.
When you read something like this, where he's saying the players need to show him they want to play in training. So that means in training, he doesn't like what he's seeing in training. Right? So that's why he's not.
Can you say that sentence again, bro?
I think that's BS.
The players need to show what they're showing in training or something.
He said, you think of everything, when he was asked about Chiesa getting more game time. You think of everything every day. I say you think of everything. I don't know. Until now, I try things differently, but they train with us and they can prove themselves in those moments. Meaning, when you train with me, show me you want to play. In other statement, your training sucks.
No, that's not true. Because Gomez,
I think he's just.
I've heard Gomez is one of the most hardest trainers out there. He doesn't get playing time.
That's what I'm saying. So
you're gonna tell me that Endo doesn't try and train. I'm willing to put out. I'm willing to make a bet that Endo is out there busting his butt even in training.
Yeah, bro. I was thinking the same thing yesterday.
For that statement to have some recognition, that's BS.
Yeah, he has his favorites. He just plays them all the time. That's what he does, bro.
He don't use his squad. Like for me,
that was his problem last
season.
Yeah,
he did how many people? 14. Some fans were saying, "Oh, he only plays with 14 players." Something like that. I was like, what?
14 players in a big club like Liverpool, man. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Hey, for real, bro. Like, what are we doing here, bro? And like last season, Chiesa wasn't even making it in the squad. Like he was match day squad.
Left out.
Yeah. Like I remember one game. Like you know what the first red flag was for me today? You remember that first game when he threw Kwanzaa under the bus and said he wasn't winning his duels? That alarm bell was starting to hit from that point on. I was like, yo, man, we might have a problem here, bro. You know,
that's the statement that he made that day with that substitution. I was like, Lord of mercy.
I never heard anything like that under Klopp, bro. Klopp defends these players like they're his children, bro.
Exactly.
And this guy immediately, the first game, we won that game, by the way. We won that game.
But guess
and he
what?
immediately started cursing out Kwanzaa. That was crazy.
Aziz, as much as you are frustrated with that, I thought it was a little bit of fresh air. You needed a manager to say, I'm doing a little bit something.
You are the
different.
Undertaker. You are.
Yeah, but you can see how some players come out the wrong way.
But true. I see this is where if you are in that high level, it's called sink or swim. Sometimes the manager is not going to say what you want to hear. And it's up to you to fight out of it. If Kwanzaa had fight out of it, trust me, he would probably be the best center back we have right now. But it affected him.
He's doing very well in Leverkusen.
True, that's what I'm saying.
Had him pick up 3 points. Did we do that?
That's what I'm saying, brother.
It kept a clean sheet.
It affected him instead of him using that as a way to make himself better. Same thing that's going on.
And by the way, Kwasi, if you remember that season, we were actually it was a conversation whether or not we should start Konate or not because
people were ready, just like Pop is saying that a lot of Liverpool fans wanted Lucho out. A lot of Liverpool wanted Konate out. They wanted to sell him.
For Kwanzaa to start.
For Kwanzaa to start.
And Kwanzaa started last in the season, and that season we were competing for the title.
Correct.
And Konate was out for half of that season, and Kwanzaa was filling in just like nothing happened.
But you see, this is the thing.
He played big games for us. He played away of the United, even though he made a mistake for that. But he played that game. You know what I'm saying?
But this is the part where, but Aziz, that's the point what I'm trying to make. Konate took it on the chin and rose above it. That's why we needed to see Kwanzaa do it. Because guess what? It doesn't get easy. See, we are here talking about Virgil like it's easy. No, it's not. You don't get to Virgil level and not have a mental, like a psychopathic mental, strength like that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm here spilling all this thing on Virgil, but still you have to put in the work.
Yeah.
You can't just be giving to you just because you make mistake at all. Let's baby. No. At the level of Liverpool, you're slim pickings. But listen to what Jamie.
When
real quick,
when you become the best, you get rid of him.
At this point, is he the best? Is he the best right now? Is he the best right now? No.
Is he the best right now? No.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not saying he's
a regular starter in Leverkusen, bro.
Do I believe that he's washed?
No, he's making fun of me about Virgil. He's not talking about Kwanzaa.
Okay.
But Jamie Carragher says Arne Slot has a week to save his job. And what is the week?
Who cares about what he says, bro?
West Ham.
He's the one who's sacking him. What are you talking about, bro?
Sunderland and Leeds. Supposedly, this is supposed to be the easy. Oh my lord,
that should be 9 points there,
bro. What do you mean 9 points? We were supposed to be the number 19 team in the league, Forest. We were supposed to be PSV. We already 0 points, and you guys think this is gonna be easy?
Sunderland are beating us for sure. Sunderland are 100% beating us. By the way,
Sunderland is no joke. You see what they did to Arsenal. Okay.
Yo, and that's the best defense in the league, and maybe even in the world.
They scored 2 goals.
Two goals out of nothing, like that, bro.
This is what I was saying.
And what are they gonna do with an open defense?
Bro,
with clear streets leading directly to the goal. Like
Sunderland don't have good players, but they got players with energy. They playing for something. That is what we don't have right now.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Liverpool, we beat Real Madrid off sheer energy.
Yeah.
See, we haven't even got off the parking lot. The car, you see, we're not in the gear for me to say, oh, we're in first gear, we're going to move to second gear soon. We haven't even put the car in gear. Yeah. We're just revving the car.
We've been back in the car on the hill and we're riding backwards.
And then be like, hey, shift the gear. The guy's grinding the gear right now. That's all we do. It is somebody driving a stick shift for the first time. You see how this sounds? That's what we do.
And then car stops completely.
Look, I'll quickly say something. You know, like in both them games, the Forest game and the PSV game, the first 30 minutes in the Forest game, Liverpool were on top. Okay, cool. The PSV game, after we equalised, we were on top, looking for the second goal. So I've seen glimpses of that positive adrenaline energy to do something. Then all of a sudden, it just.
And I'm sorry, people. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to get flashback. The Aston Villa game, don't use it as we won. Aston Villa was poor. We were poor. Aston Villa was just worse. They just played into our hands, and sheer quality players won the game for us.
Like for me, like going back to the season, Aston Villa's game is not the one I would want to rewatch.
No. Even, trust me, I'm even not going to use the Eintracht Frankfurt one because did you see how bad our defense was?
I'm not gonna lie.
Attacking wise.
Yeah, because like our link-up play and our cohesion was a lot better. That's what I liked about the Frankfurt game.
But the defense,
even when people were cursing us a lot, bro, right? We were still playing very well, even with him doing all the erratic stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like the whole team was like it was like this, right?
No, it was something fresh. And then what does the manager do?
Yeah.
The next game he comes back and do
Yeah. Manager doesn't like that. He wants to do something else.
You know what he said that is also annoying? 12 men. The man said, yes, we won, and sometimes we he said we won things off what my better judgment was. So we did things out of what I really wanted.
Off of his philosophy.
So, brother, you messing up. And you say, you know what? I'm gonna stick to it.
Philosophy is no good. You already know your
and you say I'm gonna stick to my philosophy.
And I'm philosophy playing first gear, second gear football, every game we're just strolling. There's no urgency. And look, the teams that beat us are the teams that show urgency. PSV yesterday was so urgent,
bro. And some of their players are older than Salah and Virgil. Man. This was supposed to be therapy, people.
But you know the crazy part is JK said we were good in the first 30 minutes of
I didn't see nothing.
game, right? Right?
Yeah.
The fact that we didn't concede in those 30 minutes, that's a good performance for us right now.
Yesterday?
No, the Forest game. He said
the Forest
game. The first 30 minutes, we were good.
You know why?
The fact that we didn't concede and do anything foolish in the first 30 minutes, that's a good performance for us right now.
I'll tell you why. Because they played Sundice football, which is sit back and defend for all your life.
Yeah.
That's why we didn't concede.
But like we didn't concede and we didn't do anything foolish. That's why. That's why it was a good performance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
but you know, okay, and just to do this, and I hope Pop is there. 12 men and JK and Aziz. Did you guys remember at one point they sat there in front of, they didn't press us. The goalkeeper had the ball. He came all the way outside his box with the ball. And Virgil is on his left. Konate is on his right. And he stood there passing the ball back and forth between him and Gravenberg. And PSV said, just sat there, just watch. And the fans started groaning. The fans were moaning. It happened so many times. Eventually, one of them, Virgil, just kicked the ball up. And you hear some cheer. Yay!
So the fans are managing the team.
They're telling you that we don't like what we're seeing. And remember, social media don't control what goes on with Liverpool. Anfield does. This is why I'm upset at Edwards and Hughes, knowing that you had a stadium that has never been emptied before the game is over. Even when we're losing, people stay there. And the stadium was empty.
Happened twice now in a week.
And you sitting there telling me you can't even find a caretaker? What about the women's coach? The women's coach is doing a very wonderful job.
Is he?
Yes.
Second, bro.
He's doing a great job. He's not winning. He's not winning the league because Arsenal and Chelsea and City are way better than anybody else. But he's doing much better job. You could find a caretaker. A caretaker doesn't mean the person. And I love what they did with Slot. They gave him 3 years. So you don't have to pay that much. Just a year and a half. Find a caretaker. That's all you need to do. Find a caretaker that it will bring vibe. That's why Madrid did with Zizou. Zizou didn't have no qualification to manage that level of football. He was the assistant.
Yeah, he doesn't have a style of play.
He was in the B team in Madrid. And they took a chance on him. This is the part where I disagree with people who say, oh, the manager has to come from a club high. No. Pep Guardiola was in a B team. He was a great player, but he was in a B team managing. He had no experience with high players.
Yeah.
But they took a chance on him.
He was like the young folks coach, and then they brought him up. Yeah.
He was the La Maison's manager.
La
Masia, or whatever they call it. I said La Maison to say I'm speaking French. But that's what he did. He had any super qualified managing experience around the world before he took over. So right now, there's no excuse with the owners. Like,
all right, Quasi, let's get to the owner thing right now, real quick.
Yeah.
Do you think the reason why they haven't sacked him because they didn't anticipate us being this bad, and they don't have a plan B on what to do?
They don't have a plan B.
I think that's what it looks like.
There's two things.
Because a serious club would have sacked them like 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying?
Every club has a contingency plan. They have a
they missed out.
But the contingency plan is not available, so they're not going to pull the plug.
Well, for me, Gerrard is a guy who will bring.
You see what I mean? They have a plan.
I don't want Gerrard, bro. I don't want Gerrard.
This is the thing.
Why not, bro? What we got to lose?
Caretaker,
bro. Right?
Caretaker.
He's not getting Saudi, bro.
Because what it is, he will never get
the EPL too
to be Liverpool manager. And
bro, at this point, it's vibes. We saw it with Lampard.
I don't want to manage with the style of play, bro. Just give me a De Zerbi or Areola, and we'll be okay.
But this is the thing: the manager
give him like a year, give him like a year and a half.
No manager at that level is coming for a year.
That's silly. That's like you might just bring back. You might as well bring Big Ange into here.
And we heard the rumors too.
I heard them rumors as well.
We heard them rumors too, 12 man.
You know,
I heard that.
So I mean, that's just like
right now.
Well, at least Big Ange is a Liverpool fan. Like he's good at man management. At least him. You're a Liverpool fan. So
if you are looking for a fan, give it to Curtis.
No.
If you're looking for a fan, give it to Curtis.
By the way, Curtis Jones was the worst player in that pitch. By the way, he's not. He has no right to talk like that. By the way, he was the worst player in that pitch. By the way,
what position was he playing?
Right back.
No, bro, he didn't do anything, bro. He was losing the ball all the time, bro. Come on, man, get that out of here.
Had the opportunity.
I thought he played. I thought he did very well in the first half, playing right back.
The second half, he was giving the ball away, and he wasn't tracking back, bro. Like, come on.
Curtis had 2 games there at Anfield to take control of. He didn't do nothing.
I was gonna say, make Virgil van Dijk manager coach. Bring it back to.
I think that's even better. Like at this point, right? We're not gonna find the manager.
Is that better for everyone?
Yeah, I think this is what happened, and I said it at the beginning of the show. 2 things happened. The manager they want is not available right now, so that's one reason.
So that's why they're not pulling the plug.
They're not pulling the plug. The caretaker they want is also probably not also available, so they're not going to pull the plug. Because you don't want to pull the plug, and then you have nobody to come in, and it ends up like Arsenal, where they had what's the name take the job for like 2 weeks.
But at this point, nobody's better than what we got right now. That's the crazy part. That's a sad situation. Like us having no manager and giving some random interim is better than what we got right now.
True, but we know them. The numbers don't add up. I'm pretty sure they have a contingent plan, but the contingent is not available. They're not going to pull the plug. You see, Klopp, they knew. Well, when you listen to the story, they were going after certain managers, and they were end up being Ancelotti was the one they're looking at. But then they found out that Klopp was available. They put all stop to it and went to Ancelotti, and they went for Klopp. Even though people was like, "Oh, Ancelotti wanted to spend money." No. Klopp has always been the person they wanted. If you guys remember, before Rodgers got the job, they were trying to recruit Klopp, and Klopp said, "No, I have to finish my job at Dortmund."
What did Ancelotti do what did he do at Everton?
I don't know. That people seems to sometimes forget that part of his life, like a blip. There was a blip in the matrix.
I remember Ancelotti came to Liverpool. He went to the other side of Liverpool, but he came to Liverpool.
What he did is he injured Van Dijk and left, bro.
You see how fast he ran away?
Yeah. He got Van Dijk his ACL freaking Pickford, man.
He ran away so fast.
Yeah,
but right now I'm campaigning for Enrique as a manager. Not right now because he's not going to leave, right? But
summer, maybe.
Summer, baby, yes. Summer full time. But right now, for interim, give me Zidane and Stevie G. Okay. Just for vibes. Just for vibes. That will at least win. That is possibly win us a Champions League. Possibly win us a Champions League.
Nah, we're not winning the Champions League, bro. Come on, man. Let's not do this.
Not with this manager. I'm saying you bring Zizou.
Not with any
Stevie
manager
G.
right now. Not with any manager right now.
Give me Zizou and Stevie G. I guarantee Champions League.
Bro. Let's just not do this, bro.
I promise you.
I love Stevie. Stevie's the main reason why I'm a Liverpool fan, bro. But he's not a good manager, bro. Please don't do this, bro.
Yeah, but you know what? Look,
as assistant manager, Stevie G as assistant manager. That's all I'm saying.
He won the league title. He went to Villa, which I didn't really want him to go to, and it didn't work out. It happens, you know, in life. Like everything you go into with whoever, it ain't always going to be plain sailing. So for me, he's had 2 seasons as a manager, and one of them he won a league title. I don't understand not the hate, but we're in a situation right now where we need a guy for the vibes, what Quasi's saying, and Steven Gerrard is that guy, bro. He ain't gonna get another chance ever again to be manager of Liverpool. And he was on the BT Sports yesterday, and talking after the match, and what he was saying is true. So he knows what's going on. That's what we need, someone with a bit of clarity, you know.
And not only does he know what's going on, he actually cares. So
he cares, and that's the thing.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, you guys saw the interview he did with Rio, right? It looks like he's trying to build up a team for him to be a manager full time.
Who?
Stevie. Remember the interview he did with Rio? In that interview, he said, like, "Yo, I'm trying to get back into management, and I'm behind the scenes. I'm trying to build up a team."
Okay.
So, like, I don't think
this is why I hate this Chelsea fans. You beat Barcelona, 10-man Barcelona, and all of a sudden you guys think you something. So you got this Chelsea fan out here talking about quadruple to to Vibes. I'm in the dark right now. All right, you do not want to mess with me.
Yeah, let them have their say, bro. I don't really care.
I will remember this, Chelsea fan. We still can win the treble. All right, we still can win the treble. It's not over yet.
Well, what treble are we winning?
Don't worry. You get rid of this manager here, we will win the treble.
Unless you're gonna buy these trophies from the supermarket, I don't see a trouble.
I'm telling you, that's why I say bring me Zizou and Stevie G for Vibes. We win everything.
So we can claw back a 12-point was it 12 or 11 points? Can we claw back 11 points and win the title?
It has happened before, man. Don't think Arsenal is this invisible team.
I mean, the thing is, they're playing this well because they're not under pressure.
Facts.
Hey, Christian, what's up?
Yo, what's up, man? I was at the gym in it, so I didn't want to. I was gonna come back in it, but yeah, I'm back now.
He's coming here.
Yeah, he pumps some iron to get that some frustration out, right?
He's out here flexing. Talking about I was in the gym. Man, go eat the turkey.
No, I don't eat turkey, man. I didn't even know what it tastes like, but yeah, man. Like, I'm at the stage here where I'm just being delusional now. Like, I'm just gonna be delusional and hope that it manifests. It manifested into so like now we're saying, oh, Arsenal gonna bottle it, like because they bottled it the last time they were in the title race or whatever, like 8 points in that. So we're gonna be in it. We're gonna do this.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you. I'll say about 30% of the reason why I'm losing my mind because if Arsenal win this, I have to leave this rock. They're already talking about if Arteta win the league, he's top 5 over Klopp.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. They cannot be trouble.
You see what I mean? They think we forgot that Arteta has been here almost 7 years, and we have a manager who came in 1 year and won it. But I'm just saying, you see, these guys don't feel my pain. Arsenal win this league. Oh, don't let them win the league and the Champions League. Oh my God.
They can't win a treble this season. That's
make me more angry.
Oh, they are actually on course for the quad. Jesus.
They did everything that we said we were gonna do.
And you guys want me to come out of the dark side. Undertaker, make it darker.
They're getting this out of here, bro.
Right now, I just dislike everything about Liverpool. Like everything about Liverpool, just like the way Arsenal are moving right now, it makes me more angry about Liverpool because this was meant to be our moment, our time.
You guys know that they've copied everything Liverpool been doing. Like, look how they were celebrating when they beat Spurs, singing our songs. I know the EPL share songs, whatever. But there are certain songs that are specifically for clubs. Why are you talking about we win a lot? You haven't won Europe. Why are you singing that song?
Yeah.
So if you guys don't understand the importance of saving football and calling us enemy of the club, and when I say let's sell Virgil and Salah, you guys say you have deluded. That you guys just want to see Arsenal win and listen to, oh my, have you seen how long they've been celebrating the Invincible? What was the Invincible?
For like 15 years. 2002. They still celebrate it now.
Okay. And imagine if Arsenal goes and win the quadruple. Oh Lord Jesus.
Oh my days. No, man. Bro,
football is at stake right now. The life of football is at stake. You guys don't understand how important this is.
It is what it is.
It's better than Man City winning it. It's better than Man City winning it. Fuck them, bro. They shouldn't even be playing. I'd rather Arsenal win it than Man City.
And guess what? Man City also lost back-to-back, just like us.
Yeah.
Oh, no. That can't happen.
By the way, nobody talks about that. By the way, like they're just as bad, by the way, as we are. But like we're really bad. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like if we were half good, we would have been in a title race. If we were just half good, the problem is
Now I have to put energy on Arsenal and hate along every single game. My headline is gonna go back.
Bro, there's no point we're not in the title race, bro. Forget about the title race. Let's try and crack top half first. Let's try crack top half first, and then we can talk about top 4. Then we can talk about the title race, bro. Like, I've already forgotten about the title. These men are losers, man. Liverpool's just a bunch of losers. Like Van Dijk, Salah. Don't tell me about them being legends. Fucking losers.
What's the name? Arsenal.
Don't tell me about
Chelsea. You guys have to beat Arsenal.
Yeah. We need a title race, bro. So Arsenal can bottle it.
They can't deal with pressure.
Yeah. The problem is Chelsea's the same way. That's the issue. Like by the way, people don't lie. Don't let that Barcelona performance fool you, bro. Their manager is terrified of a title race.
Yep.
Remember when they were supposed to be in a title race with us? What happened? They mentioned that to him in a conference, in a press conference. He's like, no, we're not in a title race.
In the next 5 years or something like that. Yeah, so
yeah, we're in 5 years. He did all that kind of waffle and then immediately lost 4 games in a row. Immediately, and took themselves out of the title race. Like Chelsea, they don't want to fight for the title. I don't know why. They just don't like title races.
Chelsea's
Maresca's better than Slot, though. Maresca's better than Slot, though. I still take him. He's better than Slot.
Yeah, he has a better style of play. Yeah, I agree. I think what Slot is, if you put him in a position to win a trophy, he'll win it. That's the thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I think what Slot has, what these other managers don't. You know what I'm saying? Especially I'm talking about the younger ones, right?
True.
Yeah, you put him in a position to, like, right, let's say, for instance, if we're in Arsenal's position right now, we win the title comfortably.
Anyway,
I didn't even want him sacked. I want him to resign. I don't want Liverpool to pay a single penny for him to get sacked, because you know when you get sacked, there's a bonus in it. There's like a compensation to it.
Are you driving or something like that, brother?
I know. This guy is so mad. He's down here throwing punches.
Yeah.
That's noise we have. But anyway, people, we got to get out of here, man. This was supposed to be therapy, but ended up being the other side of therapy. We are still. I made people more mad than they were supposed to calm down. Thanks to 12 men. You know? But anyway, people, thank you so much for coming through, hang out with your boy. For people on this side of the Atlantic, enjoy your turkey or whatever you're going to eat. Yeah,
make
man.
sure you like and subscribe to my brother right here. He's doing all the hard labor
12
for
men,
guys,
please
bro.
subscribe to 12 Men's channel. And 12 Men has a show next, right? 12 Men, you have a show next?
Yeah. I'm gonna go live in like the next 5 minutes.
Okay. So people, please, I don't know how to do this transfer of people with the redirect stuff, so I'm still learning. But people, please head to 12 Man, Liverpool 12 Men's channel and support him. He's one of our day one, so please go support him. Yeah, Liverpool fans. And the sad thing is we don't play Saturday, so we could get away with it as soon as possible. We have to wait till Sunday.
Sunday to lose.
Yeah, watch us lose that game. Suchek is gonna absolutely manhandle McAllister in the midfield.
People need to understand, if we lose that game,
which we are,
know that the players don't want to play for this manager. That instant.
We already established that.
Bro, they're all slow out. The players are slow out. The players are slow out. No way Van Dijk puts his hand up like that.
Are we losing 3-0 again? That's the question mark.
But honestly, the better question is, if we someone's
go ahead.
The better question is, to me, I think, is if we win that game, what if we do show when I'm not saying I get it. Just I mean, it's called reality. Okay. It's not we're definitely going to lose the game. So, but why I'm saying the bigger question is if we win the game, because everyone's saying slot out. I get that and everything else. But if we win the game, is it going to be is that going to be a little bit of
No, it's still slot out. No, it's still slot out. No.
I think this guy
that game 6-0, we're still slot out. How about
this guy 12 Men at this point, he's past the probation. He's not on one game, play has to go anymore. At this point, it doesn't matter what this guy do. I think the only thing that saves him,
he needs to resign. The club just needs to tell him resign. We shouldn't put a penny into his compensation, bro. Because when you get sacked, there's compensation.
At this point,
but give him compensation, but refund the tickets from yesterday's game. Give him a full refund.
Through his contract. At this point, 12 man, the only way he stays is if he wins a major. That's the only way. Some people say, okay,
but you gotta wait until the end of the season for that.
I
And I'm
agree
not
with you.
willing to do that.
I mean, I don't think that winning an FA Cup, I wouldn't want to do what Manchester United did. And was saying winning an FA Cup is going to assure his job. But if we're to win a Champions League, that's a different story. You know, you have to give credit for where credit's due. So, and he would have to get the credit in the bank from that to be able to say, okay, well, you have to pull it together again in the Premier League. But I've been saying from the very gate, look, all those components that we saw ripped out of this team, I know some people don't necessarily credit them or give them the validation or appreciation that they deserve, in my opinion. But this team has always been developed by your boy Hughes or by your boy Edwards in the likes. This team has been engineered to win the Champions League, to be engineered to play for a European title. Certainly not with the way that the direction the Prem has gone now. It is not made to win a Premier League title again. Those components that were involved in our team that could have competed for a Premier League title have been taken out. And people don't appreciate those parts anyway. They want the flashy new toys, the players that.
And guess what? And the manager made 12 men. The manager preferenced exactly what you said at the beginning of the season when he was asked. He said, "Yeah, I'd rather win the UCL." Instead of you were a Liverpool manager. I want it all.
You know what I mean? And that's the players are showing that he means that as well. Like, look at the Premier League. Okay,
bro,
yesterday's
I don't
game.
win the UCL, man. We lost 4-1, bro. What are you talking about?
We lost 4-1. Yeah, yesterday's
bro,
game.
What are you talking about UCL, man? Come on, man.
Yeah. That was a UCL game at
the guy
home.
The guy threw away the Carabao Cup, right?
Yeah.
He threw away the Premier League, and now he's throwing away the UCL. So what are we doing here?
What do you do now? You know, so
yeah, we need to go pick him up and push him out. No violence, just bye. We will help you pack. And like we said, 12 men. Edwards, I'm looking at you, brother.
Okay.
I'm watching you with these eyes. And I'll be calling Uncle J Dub very soon.
Yeah.
We're gonna be having dinner for on the yacht.
Thanksgiving dinner?
Yeah, Thanksgiving dinner. I'm like, hey, Edward, sorry, but I'm gonna have to throw you out of the bus on this one. Because somebody said this. Now there's finger pointing. At the board level, they say, who hired this guy? It's uncomfortable, but we need to start thinking about that.
Wait a minute. I thought you did.
At the board level, no, I wanted Zizou.
So tight. So tight.
I got Edward his job back. That's all I did. But I'm saying at the board level, they're gonna be looking at Edward. Who hired this chap?
Oh wow.
Oh, it was Hughes. Yeah, Hughes. If you don't make this right, you and this man might be on the next boat.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's how board level they think. They're looking at each other and say, wait, we just signed a big contract with Adidas, and this is why you're giving us? Yeah, there's a lot of finger pointing going on. So the question is, when are they going to let this guy out? I don't think even if he start winning these leagues at Sunderland, and I think it's one more loss and it's a wrap. It doesn't matter how many games he wins. I think he's at the point where it's just, I'm not saying I know anything because, I told you guys but I'm at the point where I say any loss coming up, he's a goner. The only reason why they haven't
that before yesterday's game, bro. Come on, man. How many times are we gonna do this, bro? It's like when you tell your children, "I'm gonna count to 5." You be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you count it again. 1, 2, 3. Like at this point, just pull the plug, bro. Khalas, it's done.
That's why I'm trying to figure out why they can't tell me they don't have a somebody to replace him.
Yeah. I think they're just looking for that next guy, and they probably
you're not gonna find him. Yeah. Don't do what Manchester United did. Just find a caretaker and let the caretaker know your job is till June and we're done.
Yeah,
that's it. No, even if you win as the Champions League, your job is done.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye. Here's your money. We just need a caretaker. We shouldn't be talking about manager for 3, 4, 5 years. Those things are gone. So when people come up here, who are you gonna get? Who are you gonna get? That is people who don't want SLOTOUT, and they find a way. When you ask, you want SLOTOUT? Yeah. I think he coached himself out of a job. Okay, but then they will turn around and say, "But who do you get? If you want him out, what matters? What does it matter who we get?" You see what I'm saying? Do you want him to stay or do you want him out? Oh, he's out. He's not good enough. Okay, then don't ask me who do you get. Because the fact that you want him out means that anybody out there could do a better job than him, whether you like him or not.
Yeah.
And this is the thing. Everybody wants a manager they like instead of the manager who could actually do the job. Like I told you guys, I wanted Zizou, but they hired somebody and they said, this is the guy. I have to support the guy. Win or loss, I'm going with him. And I gave him a year and some change. And this is what he paid me with. Get him out of here. People, hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. Some of you guys been here with us for a long time. Thank you so much. But don't leave without hitting the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. YouTube is stealing my subscribers, man. I keep losing subscribers because I keep saying Salah out. So
bring me back. I'll bring your subscriber backs. Bring me in the show. I'll bring you want him to stay.
You know what I mean? People, please get the subs up. Get the subs up. Yeah, we are all in together, man. We still got to support the club. Even though we want the manager gone, we still have to support the club. So people, please, let's support the club. Let's just give them enough energy. But Edwards, Hughes, we have our bombastic sideline watching you. You got to do something. You got to do some. Spending money at this point. This is the first time where Liverpool fans don't even want us to spend money. That's crazy.
Yeah, because we bought the best players and they look like crap.
That's the telling point, isn't it, bro? That even me, I am saying I don't want to give.
I don't even want us to buy anybody. Let's make what we got work.
Look worse than Nunes. We make Isaac look worse than. Like, what can you do after that, bro? It's like you can buy Rodri, you make him look average. At this point, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like this is irrelevant now if we spend money on a player now.
People,
yeah.
Let's support the club. Let's just give our boys. These are our boys. Whether we want them to stay or go, we still got to support them. Because if we lose, we're gonna be below 15. I do not want to see that. It is painful. We can't trust Chelsea to beat Arsenal. So let's support our boys. We need a 3 points at least. But this manager got to go.
Below 15 if we lose.
Yeah, supporting the guys, supporting the club does not mean you want any slot in. And his slot is a goner. The only thing that changes my mind is if he wins a major. But we all know that he's not. So he's a goner. But we got to support the club, people. We have to support the club. We can't keep losing, man. This is...
15th, bro. You hit me with that, bro. You hit me in the face with
people
that, bro.
When we got to 8, people thought it was that it. You know?
Oh, my God. Bro. And it looks like we're going to lose. I don't see us a scenario of winning.
Bro.
We might actually get another 3-0. I'm not even going to lie to you, bro.
Yeah, it's everybody. Come get yours. Because when we turn it around, it's going to be peak for you guys.
Oh my God.
Anyway.
Bro. Yeah, you gotta stay together.
Peace out, everybody. Thank you for joining. Hit the like button, people. Share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Peace.